Greetings, fellow investigators, and welcome to our video podcast, Into the Darkness, where tonight my friends and I will be playing Tales from the Loop. I'm your host, Tom Rayleigh. The scenario that we are playing is called Our Friends the Machines, and it's from a collection of the same name. Our game master is Holly Buteau, and this is a one-shot. So without any further delay, let's begin our journey into the darkness. Holly?
So it is Friday, March 7th, 1986. Since Christmas, the new line of toys, Transmorphers, has been all that any kid can talk about. You've seen the cartoons on Saturday mornings. You've read the comics at the local shop. And finally, today, they are rolling out the official toys for purchase at the local toy store. This is a big deal for Boulder City, as the creators of the toy line live here in town, and they've partnered with the local factory to manufacture the toys here. So it's been a big commerce boost to the town as well. But as the woe of all kids everywhere, you do have school first. So we'll start with each kid this morning. What is your morning look like? What have you done to prepare for this day? Have you saved up your money? Have you done a little bit of odd jobs around town? Let's see, what have you done? Who would like to go first?
I'll go first.
Go ahead, bookworm.
I'm a bookworm. Well, I mean, I'm learning a lot from Vince. I've borrowed my brother's credit card. That's how I'm paying for my toy. It's hard to concentrate on schoolwork, but it's not going to make it makes the time go faster when you think about it that way.
So you get up, you get ready for the day.
Oh yeah.
Debbie and Deanne have been acting a little oddly in the last month or so.
They're girls. They're always
I know they're boy crazy, but it seems like lately these days they've just been keeping long hours, staying up late, not coming and going as much with their friends. It's a little strange, a little different. Maybe they're just growing up. Who knows? Maturing a little bit.
Yeah, my interest in their affairs is nil.
Fair enough. All right, Bentley, what have you done to get ready?
Well, my mother pays me a little bit to watch Carol, but if you compare it to like the actual legal minimum wage and stuff, it's completely, inferior to that. But it's been ample to save up enough money. I only really want to buy one of the Transmorphers anyway, because I plan to really identify and get in character with him. So, it'll be interesting to see the whole layout, but I've already made my decision.
Mm-hmm. Mom hands you a little bit of extra cash and, says, don't forget Carol when you go to the store, and make sure she gets something that she'd like, Bentley.
Right. I'll try to think.
Nothing with guns, okay? A cute girl robot.
Girl. Does she like the little, I'll figure something out. Something girly and soft and dumb.
Very good. All right, who would like to go next?
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I've just been down the street from where I live. They've got a irrigation company where they install sprinklers and stuff like that for some people in town. So I've been working there once I'm done with my chores 2 times a week. So I've been saving up a little there. I know my parents aren't that they don't have much money to spare. They work so much. I wouldn't want to ask them for anything extra. So yeah, so I've just been working hard trying to, squirrel away a few bucks here and there. And I'm hoping that they have that Pax Directus, the police car that will Hopefully, I hope they carry it. That sure would be nice. I could set that up there on the hill, and then I can have my little tin can armies, and I can shoot them down with my BB gun and Pax Directus. Can't wait.
Mom slips you an extra $1. You know, you've been working hard, you've been doing well in school. She gives you a little bit of a bump.
Oh, thanks, Mom. Thanks so much. Pupper's gonna love it.
Vince, or no, Carter, you look like you're ready. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, sure. I've been doing a few things. You know, luckily my neighbors, their daughter's moving back in because she got a job at the the toy factory and stuff. And so I've been helping move a lot of boxes in and out for them. Made a few bucks there, and then I made some petty change, just like playing music, on the side of the road and stuff. And so I've got a little bit saved up. I'm hoping to get. I really like the Infinite Aux. The CD player, with working Sledge and Display and everything, because then I can have my boom box and I can have the Infinite Aux, but hey, if they don't have that, I'd also really like the Alter Ego. It's like the oil platform that turns into a mechanical spindle, because it reminds me where my dad works, and maybe he'll get a kick out of that. Want to hang out a little more next time he's home.
All right. And Vince.
Yeah, what is this paying for things that you keep bringing up? That, look, when you go in with a bunch of people and the other 4 are going to buy it, and I just walk out with them, and I just casually just have something that's like useful, like a nail gun. I think I could find a few things for the I don't care what the hell it's called, but I know one of them is a nail gun.
Lately, Dad has been really, really obsessed with the electronics in your house, to the point of annoyance. He's taken apart the radio and not put it back together. The TV, the back of the TV has been pulled off, and he, like, every morning you can see him elbow deep inside of it, playing around with it. And it's a miracle that the car is still running, because he keeps trying to tune that up as well, working very long hours in the garage, just tinkering away at it.
Well, I mean, as long as he has his nose in the back of the TV, I mean, he doesn't see me take, certain beverages from the fridge. And
there you go. When you leave, so we'll say you all head to school. The sidewalks flood with kids walking, riding bikes, catching the bus. Vince, as you're leaving your house, make an investigate roll.
One 6.
That's all you need. In the mud, the weather's getting a little bit warmer. It's not so icy outside anymore. Firmly planted in the mud, and it looks like it's been there for a while, is a robotic footprint. Usually the municipal robots of town don't bother the citizens. They're kind of programmed to stay out of people's yards and things like that. So that's a little strange.
Let's see. How big is it? Is it
quite large? Like this. Like you would estimate that it's a very large robot. The rest of you walking into town, Vince lives in town proper and kind of on the way to school. You all see him kind of hunched over in the front yard looking at something.
What do you got there, Vince?
Dude, what you looking at?
Did you drop a letter?
No. It looks like the robots don't know how to walk straight.
Oh.
What are they doing all the way over here?
That looks like the footprint from a 132 Xenix.
Do those walk
Actually,
on lawns?
Well, they're not supposed to. They're supposed to stay out of the way.
Anyone who's looking at it, Jake, you would probably know best, but anyone looking at it can make an investigate roll now, including you, Vince. You can. You're looking at it a little bit closer now.
Would I get a bonus for my incredible ability with mechanical devices?
So that's pride, which means you can only use it one time in an entire scenario.
Oh, that's right. Never mind.
To succeed in a test.
Skip
Got
on
1 6 yet again.
2 6.
All right.
Got 4 6.
Whoa, Jake, you see it. You've got that magnifying glass out, which remember all of your iconic items give you bonuses. You're looking at it closely, and a tiny little logo for the Loop's R&D department can be seen.
This is a Loop.
Pressed into the mud.
Loop's R&D.
Which they have their own testing fields far outside of town to test their R&D work.
Rock and roll? What is R&D?
Research and development.
What's that mean?
I think it means you research stuff, Carter, and you
The stuff
develop
that's
it.
not publicly available. It's
Okay. Yeah.
stuff they're experimenting with. This shouldn't be in here. We should tell somebody. I'll tell my dad.
I mean, or they're experimenting with, Rose Trampler 2000, in which case their tests are going very well, it would seem.
That's so funny.
As you're all standing there, like staring it down, Bentley, you notice kind of a black sedan parked on the other side of the street. You've been to Vince's house a bunch of times. That doesn't look like a very familiar car.
No, it's clean for one thing. Hey guys, don't look now. And I said, don't, Carter. But it looks like the FBI is parked across the street.
What's your dad been doing, Vince?
I'm just working at that factory, tearing the radio and TV apart.
Hasn't been bringing home a bunch of extra knickknacks or anything?
He hasn't told me about it.
Affair. Maybe they're chasing the renegade R&D robot that escaped.
Oh, I think
Why would the fuzz care?
I don't know.
Well, I mean, if they're looking for the robot, they're doing a very bad job, unless they expect it to come stand here again. I don't know. Maybe he likes the view here.
And I'd like to sort of sneak around into some bushes or whatever, kind of out of sight, and then peek through and look at it.
Okay. Yeah, you can make a sneak roll.
Oh yeah, sneak. Here we go. Oh yeah, not a single 6 in it.
So you kind of just stomp your way over to a bush and crouch down into it. You do see that there are 2 people in the vehicle, a man and a woman, and they're dressed like suits, black suits. You see the woman kind of writing something down in a notebook, and the man has some kind of box that he's looking at. You can't tell from here.
Are they paying attention specifically to us, or is it they just happen to be there?
You can see her kind of craning to look at Vince's house. She writes something down, but then when you stomp over there, the man kind of elbows the woman, and she looks, and then they drive off.
Hey, Steve.
Yeah.
How many times have you watched Red Dawn?
Like 7 times. Just 7 though. It could happen though. It could happen.
It's a pretty good movie.
It's a good movie. And we got to be ready. If they did come from the north and the south at the same time and paradrop, laugh now. Maybe one day it could happen.
Wait, who owns the gun store though, right? Because that was the thing, right? Like they got the guns from a gun store owner, and that was the only reason they knew where to go.
Yeah.
Are you proud of yourself, Vince? Come on, we're gonna be late.
What movie is this?
We're going to be late, Bentley? No,
Red Dawn with the kids,
not
and the
late to
Russians, the
math
rocket
class.
launcher.
Yeah.
I'm not allowed to watch that kind of a movie yet.
Oh, we'll watch it sometime. Like the next time it's on the drive-in, like we'll sneak in.
Yeah, you got to watch it because you got to be prepared, Jake. Got to be prepared.
Cool.
Yeah, and Jake, why you keep letting your parents tell you what to do, man? You got to be your own. You got to be your own person. Toughen up. Stand up and stick it to the man.
They're paying for everything. So
that was your brothers.
Parents, brothers.
All
he acts more like my dad than my dad. He's too busy at the Loop all the time. Oh my God, we're going to be late for school. We better go.
All right.
All right.
So school is most of the student population feels exactly the same way that you all do. Teachers struggle to maintain a little bit of order as every kid in school doesn't shut up about transmorphers all day. Some teachers give in and just say, talk quietly amongst yourselves. Others maintain that iron grip and maintain order as you learn about algebra.
Yeah, Mrs. Peterson is just the worst. Just the worst.
At lunch, which you can either eat in the cafeteria or go home. That's just the way things are done. The cafeteria is a buzz. One of the local kids, Randy, comes up to you and he says, I heard that Charlene and Jack and Johnny skipped school today and have been in line at the toy store since 7 a.m. They're going to get the good stuff first. It's ridiculous. I'm out of here.
Why didn't you skip school?
Wait, that's the thing. Wait, they already have one. The line's already started?
Yeah. A bunch of kids already skipped school. Well, I'm out of here. I'm leaving. See you losers later. I'm getting the things I want.
Oh.
And that's not fair. Why have they opened the lines already? Don't they know we're all in school? The fuck?
I mean, who's keeping you here, Carter? Let's just go. Hey, who cares?
But
what's a few periods, right?
And I have study hall for one period anyway, and then Mrs. Jackson's kind of always asleep, and I sit in the back. So yeah, I think I'm going to go too.
Yeah, I might as well go. My last 6th period is PE for me. So if I run, that's kind of like PE.
She can.
You look like you're thinking, Jake. You going to go along with the crowd or are you staying at school?
Hey, Jake, you could give me your brother's credit card and I'll get what you wanted.
Oh, yeah.
And you can be a good boy. And, what did you want? You wanted the Nerdatron, I think?
Megatron.
Was it the Mega Wuss?
Jake, you can come
All right,
with us.
I'm going.
Yeah, like your 6th period is PE too, isn't it? Like just kind of go jog and it will be the same thing as taking the class.
All right. I'll go.
Well, you're allowed to leave school anyway, with the reminder that you're due back by 1 when the 5th period begins. So you head down to Toy Corner, and there's a good group of kids in line already. The store is shut down. You can see cordoned off areas for the high school band to put on a little fanfare podium for the mayor of town who's going to make a big announcement. A decent number of kids and some adults, collectors mostly, some moms with little kids. But Steve, you see those 2 adults there. They're not in line. They're standing kind of at the edge of the parking lot. And they're like, the man is pointing at the toy store.
Oh, look.
And the woman is taking
Carter, Vince, guys, it's them. It's them. It's the guys in the 2 in the car.
Are they looking for kids that have skipped school?
Yeah, like they care.
Something.
But maybe that's why they were watching us. Maybe they were watching us to make sure we went to school.
Maybe they were just looking. Maybe they're truant officers because it's Vince's house.
Good point. Yeah, I didn't think of that one. That's good.
In a black car like that.
If they were there for truancy, I would know. Trust me.
It's like, hey, Vince, have you blown up any buildings lately?
What?
No.
What does anything that I do with in my free time, Carter?
I don't think they were there for Vince.
Don't worry. Well, we won't let them take you, Vince.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate that.
Not alive, anyway.
Listen, if G-Men in black suits go up and show up for Vince, then obviously he's been doing some more things than we know about. I don't think that's true. So obviously they're here for something.
And you're saying you want to have my back, Carter?
I mean, I would, which is we'd probably be fucked.
Or you can run interference while Vince gets away.
Yeah, I could do that. Steve.
Why is that a good idea,
Steve?
Steve?
I could just go trot over to a bush and get down real quick.
So what? So, anyway, what are they doing here? Why do they care about some toys?
I don't think it's about toys, Carter. I mean, they lost a robot.
Okay, so then what does the lost robot have to do? Like, they just happen to be here?
I don't know. Maybe the robot looked in the window of the toy store and saw a bunch of little robots and was like, my family. And now it was in the toy store.
I don't know how you could lose a robot. Those things are big.
But do you think that actually could have happened, though, Vince?
I don't know.
Because just think about it. If it's a malfunctioning robot, maybe it's not like thinking. I don't know how that works, but like maybe its computer brain is like messed up, and like it actually did.
See the two of them approach those three kids, Charlene, Jack, and Johnny, at the front of the line. They are indeed very first in line, and they're talking to them. And there's a brief conversation, and then the two of them get into their vehicle and go to drive away.
What's the license plate look like?
It's Nevada plates.
It doesn't have the little government symbol on the back?
It does not.
I wonder if they're from the Loop or from...
I wonder what they ask him. Hey, do any of you guys know the three of them well enough to ask? Do
Carter,
we
you
know
actually
them?
know Johnny? You know Johnny pretty well, Carter. He's another kid who's into band and rock and things like that.
Like, so. I know Johnny.
Yeah, maybe you could ask him what they were bugging them about. I'll hold your place in line, Carter.
Ask him if he can say that they were saving our spots in line and that we can go up and join where they're standing.
Oh, I mean, I could try. We should wait.
Tell me you'll rock with them.
Well, that's only gonna work on Johnny. All right, I'm gonna ask them first. So I'm gonna go over and be like, "Hey, Johnny, what's up? How's it going?
Hey, Carter, what's going on?
What the hell do those fucking like suits want?"
They came and asked us if we had seen anything out of the ordinary around town. They said they were from the electric company. What are they doing here at the toy store? It's so weird.
Yeah. The electric company paid for suits in a car like that.
Didn't make any sense to me, man. I just told them nothing ever happens around here. This is a boring fucking town.
Hey, do you want to like jam out a little bit while we wait in line?
Hell yeah, let's do it.
Hell yeah, yeah. And I'll be like, hold on, look, my friend's got my boombox, and I'll kind of like usher them over. And so it's like, yeah, we're just jamming over here. Just slip in.
Oh my God, you're so talented.
Yeah, we gotta do something while we wait, right?
So it's nearly 1 o'clock. The big opening isn't until 4.
Oh.
Is there anything? Do you guys want to just stay in line? Do you want to go back to school? What do you want to do?
Why the hell would anybody want to go back to school? I'm going to go to Junkyard. Anybody want to join me?
But you'll lose your spot in line. We're almost in the front now.
I don't want to stand there for 3 hours.
Oh my God.
3 hours is a long time.
A lifetime.
It's all right. We can just listen to my mixtape like 7 times.
2 lifetimes. Well, why don't we take turns waiting in line and we'll save everybody else's place? And that way we'll have the best of both worlds.
Well, I'll stay here first then.
Okay.
There should be a couple of us should stay here.
I'll stay with you.
All right. Thanks, Jake.
So 2 or 3 go and 2 or 3 stay. Yeah. So I guess me and Jake and Steve could take the first shift staying.
Or 2.5 could go and 2.5 could stay.
Steve, how did...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right. Sorry. The math is like one of the harder classes for me. Sorry.
I was afraid there was a combine accident in your family.
You decided to take some shifts. Go ahead, Jake.
I'm going to stay.
Okay. The first group that leaves, which sounds like Vince and Bentley, you're heading out too? Okay. Yeah. You head down toward the junkyard. The two of you can make investigate rolls, be fine.
Bring us back some beverages.
Nothing.
2 6s.
Okay. You definitely spot that black car. It seems to be driving through a lot of residential areas.
I don't know. Maybe we should follow the spooks. Maybe they know something.
Yeah, I mean, last time there were weird people looking around. There were dinosaurs, you know.
Dinosaurs. Although we don't talk about that very much for obvious reasons.
Of course. Yeah, let's follow him, Bentley.
Hold on. Maybe we can be a little more discreet than Steve. Like, I don't know, we could wear shoes on our hands and walk on our, walk upside down, not attract notice. Are they currently cruising? Are they parked or?
When you see them, the residential streets have very low speed limits, so they're cruising when you first spot them.
Maybe if we get an idea of what places they're looking at, we can figure out what they're up to. I've always got my little notebook.
Okay, so you decide to follow them as best you can.
Yeah.
They pull up to a house, like just like Vince's house, regular run of the mill, nondescript house, and they park. What are you gonna do? I'm assuming you're behind them, so you just see that they're parked.
They don't get out and go to the door or anything.
No, you see their their heads turned toward each other, but you're behind them, so that's really all you can see.
It's like, I mean, what do they expect to see driving around this boring town? Nothing about
I don't know. I mean, they were asking those kids questions.
Yeah. And his dad works at the factory. I mean, a lot of people are working at the factory, though.
I mean, is that what they're looking? I mean, yeah, my dad works at the factory. Is that why they're at my house? I mean, there was that robot footprint on my street.
Maybe, yeah. We could, well, okay, you don't recognize this house, right? You don't know who lives here. Are there signs that a kid lives there? Like, swing set in the yard or anything?
Yeah, you can see like one of those toy cars kind of in the front yard.
Yeah. Maybe they're like the futuristic Pied Piper and they're making a list of all the children in town. They're going to stuff all the kids in their black car. And what did the Pied Piper do? Did he drive rats into a cliff? I don't remember. It's been a long time.
Do I look like somebody who reads a lot of books to you?
You don't read a lot of books to me, but you could read in your private time. I wouldn't know. Let's give them 5 minutes, and if they don't do anything, I'm on board.
After 2 minutes, they keep driving.
Mm-hmm.
They pick out the road. And they go for a little while, maybe a mile down the road. So you're kind of working to keep up with them. And they stop at another plain old residential house. They stop.
Okay, Vince, I think it's time that you investigated them directly. Sir and madam, I noticed that you've been casing the private residential homes in our fair town, and it's about time you explain yourself. You can pull that off. A cigarette.
Yeah, I'm sure that will work really well, Bentley.
Well, I mean, they ran away when they saw Steve fall through a bush. How does this house that they've stopped in front of look?
This one, it doesn't look like, to your eyes, it doesn't look like a kid lives here. There's no toys in the front yard. You don't see a swing set in the back.
So you're too afraid to approach them, eh?
No.
Pardon me, I've got to get my microphone wire out of my cat's mouth. No. Olive. Oh, Olive. Give me just a moment.
So, Vince, are you taking any kind of action?
Yeah, I can't believe I'm falling for Bentley's little stupid goading, but here I go.
So what are you doing?
I'm just walking along the sidewalk.
Okay.
And seeing if they're going to drive away before I can get up to them.
You walk up to the vehicle and are you quiet? Are you sneaking up, or you're just walking like regular pedestrian walk?
No, I'm just walking.
Okay.
You know.
You see the man, like he notices you and he quickly closes the lid on some box. You can clearly see there's some digital readouts, instrumentation going on. He closes the box really quickly, like shoves it in this like the foot area of his vehicle. And the woman's furiously writing something very quickly now. And they look at you. And the guy leans out of his vehicle and he says, "We're with the Meyer Electric Company, young man. Can you tell me, have you seen anything out of the ordinary around here lately? We believe that one of the municipal robots, the programming on it got a little off, and we're trying to track that. Have you seen anything out of the ordinary?"
Yeah, I keep seeing this black sedan parking around town with two people in it taking notes in front of people's houses. That's been a little odd.
And this like friendly veneer just kind of drops. Well, thank you for your time. I hope you have a
But I mean,
wonderful
if I did see, say, I don't know, like a footprint or something of a robot somewhere, what would it be worth to me?
Well, $10.
Sure, that seems reasonable, like a reasonable deal.
Well,
And
where did you see this?
Let me see the money first.
He holds up the 10. He's like, "Okay, kid, where did you see it?"
I'll tell him where we saw the footprint.
Okay.
The yard.
Like, write that down. And he gives it to you. And as they drive off, unless you say anything to stop them, looks like they're driving away. And the woman turns to him and she says, "We already had that one written down, idiot." And they drive away. It's about time, for you to relieve your fellow kids. Those of you at the toy store, it's pretty dull. More and more kids have decided to cut school. The line is actually pretty significant. In fact, it's not just Boulder City kids. It's, kids from Vegas isn't far. Some people probably drove. Seems to be a big kind of to-do. The high school band gathers and they're sloppily warming up in the parking lot. Sounds as good as the high school band is going to sound. But the air of excitement is swelling.
Yeah, plus we've got Carter's tunes blasting.
Yeah.
Vince and Bentley, I'm assuming you the two of you went back to the toy store.
Yeah, but before stop at like I don't know, a gas station or something.
Corner store, get some soda pop.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, yeah. All right, so the three at the toy store, you see them pull up on their bikes eventually. It's been a little while.
Hey guys, it's getting close.
Yes, sir.
Did you find anything interesting there?
Well, we didn't go to the junkyard after all. We had a visit from, here's a hint, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Something from Sesame Street.
Oh my God. That's the electric company.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'll buy that when I see it. the guys in the suits. Yeah.
Yeah. So the suits are driving all over town and they say that they work for what kind of electric company? Meyer.
The Meyer Electric Company.
We have never heard of, I assume, and is
You're
not
looking
our
for the
parents'
robot?
utility.
Yeah.
Stumped.
Yeah,
How could you not see the robot?
Yeah, but I got him to give me $10 or something, and they already knew.
Hey, nice.
Nice.
Right. So it is
steal.
on Vince.
Oh, cool. Thanks.
Oh, sweet. Thanks.
So the
Well, I mean-
three that stayed behind, or is there anything? You guys have about an hour.
Yeah, I
Is the
figured
three of
like
you going to do anything?
probably just like use the
Gotta go.
bathroom, get off our feet,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
and then join the others for the last little stretch.
Get out of the
Um,
sun.
Okay. So there's a gas station across the street. While you're checking out, getting your things, you notice that the black sedan pulls into the Apple Tree Motel that's not far. Like, I mean, it's literally next door to the gas station, which is across the street from the toy store. They pulls in to a parking lot and they get out.
Is it like a 2-story motel or just 1-story?
That's 2-story.
It's 2-story. Do we kind of see how far they park? Because they probably park in front of the room they've got.
They parked and then they went up. You can see them like going up the stairs.
Oh no!
Yeah,
So we just can't. Yeah, we can't go up to the window.
Well, I mean, it's all of the, it's a motel style. So, you know, all
Right.
of the walkways are facing out onto the parking lot.
Yeah,
You think they're staying there?
yeah, probably.
No, they're probably just casing the joint. It's part of their electric company duties. They heard a robot checked in. Of course, they're staying there. They're obviously not from around here. They don't know anything.
Yeah.
Maybe they're going to get some.
I mean,
Oh,
I don't know.
maybe they're having.
Vince said it the other day. I don't. But,
Yeah.
People go there to
could
get
definitely. They could be getting some in there. That's true, Jake.
So
It's one-
the excitement starts to swell and build. More and more kids come pouring out of school. Bentley, Carol finds you in line, and you were supposed to walk me to the toy store after school. Where have you been?
I was compelled to leave early because of an incident with the electric company. Mom gave me money to get you something anyway. You could just stay at home and, I don't know, pick your toes. But this way, you can tell me what you want, and I won't have to guess whether you want a purple unicorn or a, I don't know, green cat or whatever.
and like there aren't even there's not even animal transmorphers. What do you?
No, they have other toy store. Carol doesn't want a transmorpher.
What? Oh,
I want the skate, Bentley.
yeah. See,
All right, if you want to skate. Dumbest robot I can imagine.
The mayor comes out to the podium, and the high school band performs a little bit of a, fanfare. There are two adults in like giant robot costumes, the Equius Optimus and the Megaton Prime, taking pictures with kids. An adult goes down the line and hands out raffle tickets. She gives these, it's free. We're giving away an Equius Optimus.
No way. Cool.
And the mayor takes the podium. The five of you can all make investigate rolls.
oh, I got 1 6.
Unbelievably, I got no sixes.
I got 2 6s this time.
All right. Vince and Carter, you see the two owners of the toy store. This toy store has been here for ages. It's an elderly couple named Miss Ann and Mr. Henry, and you can see them on the phone in the toy store, and they look like they're arguing with someone. The mayor takes the podium, and he looks flustered. He's like looking around, he wipes his brow, and finally says, "Well, I guess we'll get started then. Thank you all for coming out to the opening ceremony for Transmorphers." Applause, light applause,
Woo!
light applause. This has been a wonderful opportunity for our town and he goes on about municipal and government, local business, the gaggle of troublemakers smoking cigarettes near the front of the building to start heckling him. Get on with it, you dipwad! And he looks like, looks at his watch. Well, I guess that is it. So we will open the toy store. Welcome, kids, and everyone have an excellent time. And the toy store's open, and it is a flood of children running through the toy store, pushing each other. Right away, you see two little boys struggling over an ex-automa with each other before one larger kid just comes up and snatches it out of their hands. We have one kid on top of another kid's shoulders as he reaches up to grab something. What are all of you doing?
I'm going to have to pick Carol up so she doesn't get stomped on.
It's a little bit mayhem, yes. Vince, as the kids are all pouring through, one of the kids comes up to you, Rod, and he's like, Vince,
What?
distract Mr. Henry so I can get mine, and then I'll come back around and distract him for you, and you can get yours. What do you say? Come on, man. Come on. I don't have any money.
All right.
Yes. So I'll let you make the decision to either, like, it's going to be a test for you, and you can decide what end of the test you want to take. You can either use charm to distract Mr. Henry or use sneak to come back in and sneak. Either way, the success will mean you get what you want.
Let's see. I have one more dice with sneak than I do.
You'll get a bonus, one extra, because Rod is distracting Henry. So, you first, how are you going to distract Henry? Because he says, I'm going to go first. Come on, man.
I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, if there's like a little display or something on the counter, I'll accidentally bump into it and tip it over the side. So he has to go pick it up.
Oh, Vince. Oh, come on, son. Come on. Pick yourself up. Oh, what a mess. My goodness.
So sorry.
Stacking things. And of course you see Rod, grab it, like, shove it under his shirt and walk out. And a few minutes later, he comes back in and he's all in Henry's face. He's like, oh, Mr. Henry, look, can you tell me more about this robot? You can go ahead and make your sneak with a bonus one.
No. Oh.
You want to re-roll? Oh no, you're 15. You can push it, which means you would take a condition. Or you can accept the failure.
I'll accept the failure.
If I see Vince trying to do something and he's about to get caught, I'm gonna scream. so everybody looks at me.
So Henry takes a minute, he looks at him and he goes, excuse me, and then Jake's screaming and he, oh my gosh, Jake, what's wrong? And now there's some chaos and commotion. Vince, do you want to take this opportunity to slip out?
Yep.
All right. Did you grab your nail gun robot?
I did grab the nail gun robot.
All right. So
and if I look at the box, it's called something like
Automata
Nil.
Yes. So we'll go around. Jake, which one are you grabbing? So you've distracted. Well, Henry's like, what's wrong, Jake? What's wrong? What's happened? Are you hurt?
No, it's just this is the one I want. I'm not going to let anybody take it.
Well, you scared me, Jake. Good grief. Okay, but just everyone needs to remain calm, kids. You can all get the things you want. Goodness. Where's that Tate boy? Vince is already in the wind. Bentley, which one are you grabbing? Well, you got Carol with you too. You're on mute.
There you go.
Going for Exotoma DARPA.
Okay.
The terrifying atomic weapon of tomorrow.
And Carol's dragging you by your sleeve. I want the skate. Come on.
Yeah, we'll get you the skate. Is it a left or a right skate?
The left.
Dumbest robot I've ever heard of. All right, Carol, come on. Get your tail out of my face.
Which one are you going to get? All of the ones you were hoping to get are here. Which one are you going to get, Carter?
Oh, I think I have to go with the Infinite Ox if I can get it.
All right, excellent. Yeah, it's there. It's there. You and a couple of the other, rock kids, alternative kids, and a few of the band geeks are all gathered around. Look at all the ox cords it's got. Look, it's amazing. And yeah, there's plenty. You grab yours.
Awesome.
And
Yeah.
Steve, which one are you going?
Yeah, the Pax Directus, totally. It's the police car based off the Dodge Diplomat. I can't wait. This is going to be great. And I'm also
There's a lot. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm trying to stay close also to make sure that Bentley's sister is okay and not trampled. So like I make sure I get that, but I also go on the other side of Bentley's sister to make sure that I run interference for anybody that tries to trample her.
Steve.
Yeah, you get yours. There's a lot less kids that care about the good guys, the convoys. The deceivers are clearly the much cooler robots. So you check out. Miss Ann is running the cashier, and she looks a little agitated, distracted a little bit, but she's like, "Oh, you got your hello boys, you got your robots you were looking for?"
Megaton Prime.
Wow.
Very good, Jake. Very good. And Bentley, how's your mom doing?
It's hard at work as usual, but we're doing okay.
Good. And Carter, your dad's mom's doing okay.
Hanging in there.
Good. I'll drop a casserole by next week.
Thanks. Yeah, that'd be great.
That knowing look in her eye, like she knows what's going on at home.
Like, yes, that'd be great to not eat fish fingers next week.
Steve, how's Dad's work?
He's just exhausted every night, but that's like the way it's been for years. He keeps grumbling about it, but I don't see him ever changing anything.
Well, did you boys enjoy the opening? I got to tell you, we were so frustrated. Those two designers, they were supposed to come out and talk. And for the life of me, they didn't show up. So rude. Just so rude.
No designers?
Yeah, the two designers of the toys. They, Ursula Kerr and Helen Voss, they were supposed to show up and give a speech and talk about the innovation and the designs, and they
bailed on you? What dirtbag?
All this planning. We've been talking for weeks about it, and then they just don't. It's just, well, don't you worry, boy. Don't you worry about the problems of grown-ups. Let's get you all checked out. And yeah, you get all checked out. You head outside to where Vince has got his contraband nail gun robot. What do you guys want to do?
Junkyard?
Yeah, I'll kind of drag Carol home first and strap her down, but I won't take long.
Yeah, you happily leave Carol at home. She's delighted by this little skate. She's practicing her one-footed skating.
What you gonna name it? Skate?
Wheelie, I'm guessing.
But it already has a name. It's the Nixius Celsius.
Skate.
She can't spell any of that though. And she's
So-
gonna write her name on it with a felt tip marker as soon as she gets home too.
Maybe color it a little bit. So you guys all get to the junkyard. I'm assuming you're eagerly tearing into all of the packaging.
Finally.
All right, so
it's got secret tape on it.
we have to have a fair fight, but of course, most of us are the smart, cool, scary ones.
I don't know if we should all gang up on your poor police car over there, Steve. But we gotta figure something out here.
I mean, if you guys dig into the soil and I just blow up, then we win. It's like one step.
Well, I mean, but I don't think you can just blow up, because then that would blow up all of us, including yourself. So you have to use the nuclear blast, but not the self-destruct.
Here, Steve can use Lighty, the Flaming Wonder, after I use him real quick.
I've got my
Who's Lighty the Flaming Wonder? I don't know that one.
That's a new one. That's Flak Flame's cousin.
Part of the expansion set for big kids.
Yeah.
Bet you that's it.
Whose beds remain dry all week long.
Oh. Wait, yeah. Are you still ready to bed? Yeah, you gotta fix that. That's not cool. That's not rad.
Take
It's under a lot of
these
stress.
robots out of their packaging. The first thing you all notice is how nice these are. You're all at an age where you've come to expect cheap plastic children's toys. You know, you've been hip to that for a little while now. But these robots are made of metal. They have servo motors to move their parts, little LEDs on their metal chassis that blink.
Yeah, get the heft of this thing. This weighs like 20 ounces.
Yeah.
Mine's like
you're
falling apart.
when the leg on yours drops, it bends down, picks its leg up and puts it back on, and then looks at you and says, "Hi, I'm Megaton Prime."
Oh my God.
Whoa.
Oh shit.
That's pretty polite for an evil robot.
Yeah, you're very polite for an evil robot. Is that your trick?
He didn't say anything. Steve, your Pax Directus is driving around the junkyard on its own. It's just like doing donuts.
Look at it go. That's cool. How does it do that?
Was it on patrol?
I guess so. This is so cool.
Yep, it's got a special anti-rat laser because this junkyard is full of them.
I hope so too. Don't worry. I'll get it with my BB gun.
Mine has instructions.
Vince, your Ottoman Nil chimes in, enemy detected, and it transforms on its own into this nail gun and starts shooting nails at Steve's car.
Oh, let's go.
Oh shit.
No way.
And-
Is the PAX Directus doing anything to defend itself, or is it just sort of getting blown up?
When it gets tagged, it gets dinged by one of the nails in Vince's nail gun. It transforms into its robot state and starts trying to beat up on the nail gun. And the Ex-Automa and Megaton Prime and Infinite Ox all transform into their robot forms and start beating up on Steve's robot.
Whoa.
And
I told you
this
they're all
is-
gonna beat up on the car.
This is where it gets a little alarming because Nil, its arm turns into a knife, like a knife.
Like
And
a
it's
real knife.
Slashing at Steve's robot. Steve's
Holy-
robot's hand turns into like a little cannon and it starts shooting like BBs at like it's
Whoa.
Jeez.
and yeah, it's
I'm glad Mom's getting home earlier tonight because I don't want Carol's foot to get yanked off by this robot. These are serious toys.
Is there like a garbage can lid or something like that? Like a plank or something nearby?
You're in the
So
junkyard.
I'll grab that since like I'm the only good guy robot, and I'll like put it down as a shield in front of it so it can take the barrage of the other four robots.
I'm going to try DARPA. Stand down.
And its little red LEDs kind of flash, and it keeps going for a little while and then it stops.
Good DARPA. Good evil robot.
I was just I'm a little sad that the show's winding down. I was reaching into my stash of beer.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is that if they all get broken on the first day, then that's
I didn't know they'd go right into fighting each other. And it's cool, but wow, yeah, I think I'd want to get a couple more good guy robots so it can be a better fight.
It strikes me that maybe there's a reason this toy company decided to open up here near the loop. you know?
What do you mean?
Well, I don't think the Mattel company has, you know, robots that can actually change shape on their own. And you didn't push any buttons before he said, "Hello, I am." Burr, 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 burr.
Yeah, they don't push any buttons in the show.
Wow.
No, right. Well, on the show, they don't, you know, they're not toy sized.
Look at the packages. Does it say anything like they would do this? Does it?
The
anything?
packaging shows you brightly colored, cheap plastic toys. Doesn't look at all like the thing. I mean, like the color scheme's there, the basic structure of the model is there, and the ones that like Carter's is definitely a CD player and a robot, but it doesn't, like, the picture doesn't match.
Yeah, it doesn't, because I'm trying to figure out how this goes together, and it doesn't go together that way.
Are there batteries in these?
I don't see any batteries.
You don't see, so you see what's probably a tiny container for like button batteries, you know, the little ones, but you don't see like for double A's or anything like that. No.
I mean, a watch battery is not going to last very long when they go into full battle mode in a junkyard as soon as they're out of their packaging.
Well, who knows? Maybe all across town there's a massive war going on. Everybody's opened their toys up in there.
This says that there are 23 steps to transform it from this to the cannon, but every time I try to move one of these or pull it off, he undoes what I did. Like he doesn't like it.
I mean, they can apparently transform them themselves.
Well, turn into a cannon.
It does.
Oh, I thought maybe he was going to go.
No, as soon as you said that, it turns into its little cannon.
Hey, Infinite Ox, play as a CD.
Do you have a CD? Like it like pops open its like little lid, but like there's no CD in it.
It didn't come with a CD. Oh shit!
What?
I'll have to steal one of my dad's later. I only have mixtapes.
I mean, there's all kinds of CDs at the junkyard, but I think they're mostly very
It
scratched.
goes like that. Oh, there we go. Okay.
DARPA, what is your mission?
Destroy all convoys.
I mean, I could have told you that.
I'll ask
And Steve, your little convoy, like light, its little green LEDs light up, and it's like danger, danger.
Danger.
DARPA,
Oh,
What?
no.
DARPA, are you radioactive?
No,
Okay, that's good news. Do you mostly punch the convoy then?
destroy convoys, and like it brings out its little knife again, and it's like going straight for Steve's.
God.
Guys, we
directives.
forgot. We forgot.
What was
They
that?
have lottery tickets.
Yeah.
Oh wait, when is that being drawn?
I don't
They,
know,
they said
but
they're going to draw it at 5, like once the craziness had settled down a little bit.
okay. Gotta go back at 5.
Oh, that's probably soon if they opened at 4.
Yeah.
Do we,
We got too
Probably right
excited.
about now.
what are we going to win?
The Exvius
Super Mega
Optimus,
Man, or whatever it's called.
the big convoy, the big good one.
Well, we might need him because otherwise, you know, poor Steve's going to just have like spare parts in like an hour.
I wonder what the popcorn one was like.
Yeah.
I mean, the nail gun shoots nails.
Yeah, you think you can
Popcorn
actually make
would be-
popcorn?
I think maybe.
Whoa.
But
Yeah, I need to get
they're all fighting each other. So with a popcorn one just makes popcorn so you can watch the battle.
The 4 deceivers, if you're not doing anything with them, they kind of gather together, and they're like their little red LEDs kind of blink amongst them, and almost like in a pattern kind of formation.
I'm gonna pick up my my Pax Directus and get him in my backpack. Because I'm not gonna have him go down there until I get at least one more buddy of his, so he can have compatriot out there.
That seems to
Yeah.
settle the others down. They just kind of like stand
pick
there.
And I
Be
tell
quiet.
Pax, don't worry, I'm gonna get you backup.
You're totally cool. You're totally cool. Let's go get that thing.
Yeah, it's about
Oh, yeah.
it's nearly 5:00 now. So you want to head back to the toy store to
Sure.
see
Yeah.
who wins the drawing.
DARPA return.
Yeah, he kind of walks back to you. Yep.
It's really cool. It's just the knife thing I'm not so crazy about. Good
Wait,
DARPA.
which one
Good
did
evil
Vince
robot.
get? Oh, you got the nail gun.
Yeah.
Did you have to
nail
put in
gun
nails in it?
guy. Stop being a nail gun.
Mine
Tom and Nell.
has little pinchers, so I'm going to see later if I can say Megaton Prime, go into the other room and get me a snack and bring it back to me.
Do I have enough money left over from helping with digging irrigation ditches a couple days a week to buy a second one?
I would say yes. It's one of the smaller ones. The convoys are obviously a little bit less expensive. They're a little bit less popular. So PAX Direct didn't cost you a ton.
Okay.
So you could probably get another one.
I would like to go and get the AFM tracks, the M2 Bradley military one.
Why didn't you
All right.
get Narcotron or the Maninator or Principal Bot?
I don't know. No, I think this M2 Bradley is going to be good. That's design.
Oh wait, that's another deceiver. Didn't you want a convoy?
Oh no, isn't Bradley? Oh, the Bradley is a deceiver.
All the
I'm
military
like Steve.
ones.
Don't you remember all the military ones are deceivers?
Oh yeah.
The convoys are all like trucks and cars and Dodges and motorcycles.
Yeah, there we go. Flak Flame. There we go. We'll get Flak Flame.
Okay.
Oh yeah, the cousin of Ladyboy.
There we go. Maybe that flak will help.
So you all head back to the toy store. It's a little less crazy. Mr. Henry and Miss Anne are picking up some of the pandemonium. There are a group of kids eagerly waiting, tickets in hand, to hear the big announcement.
Yeah.
And
Vince, if you want, you can put your robot in my backpack in case Mr. Henry remembers.
Appreciate
You didn't
that,
save your
Bentley.
receipt? I've got my receipt.
Yeah, I didn't save my receipt, Jake. Irresponsible as always.
Vince, they call your ticket number as the winner of Equius Optimus.
Oh, that's so cool.
Oh, we're gonna have two convoys.
Ticket 358. Ticket 358. And of course, oh man.
Oh,
Dang it.
I have 358.
Okay.
Who would have thunk that Vince would end up being the super mega good guy?
I believe, Jake, it's called dramatic irony.
He's also the nail guy. He's also got the nail, autonomous nail.
Turns into an iron. Mega iron.
Mr. Henry is there, and he takes the ticket from you and looks at it, and he says, "Is this the one you were given this morning, Mr. Tate?"
It was, in fact, the very same ticket that was handed to me.
Okay, well, here you go, Vince. You take care of yourself now.
This is great. Now we can have a real battle. There'll be 3 convoys against 4 deceivers.
Vince, Miss Ann and I, we have a few cameras around the shop. We're going to be looking very closely at that footage tonight. So I hope in my heart that we don't see any wrongdoings on your part, son.
You know me. Wrongdoing's not my style. I'm an upstanding citizen of this community.
Well, I sure hope so. So 5:30-ish, getting to be around dinner time. What do you guys want to do?
Hey, do you want to have like a big battle? Bring all of them out, put all the convoys on one side and all the
we could make a whole thing in the junkyard. Yeah.
Yeah, we could have like an arena, and then if like any of ours gets close to being totally destroyed, we can like put a garbage can lid so we can,
Don't they
fix them up.
Don't they put themselves back together?
Yeah.
Did we
Mine
notice?
did. Yeah,
Jinx
mine
did. It came out and like its leg fell off in the packaging, and it put it back on.
Did the damage that Pax took? Did Pax was able to repair any of that?
It's got a couple of dings on it from Vince's nail gun, but it's not super bad. But it's definitely had a little bit of damage done to it.
Got it.
Ugh.
Structural, nothing major.
I should go home and make sure that Carol's got, her snap full of tater tots and stuff. But then, yeah, we could build like a whole like arena for them to fight in. Since they're so good at moving around on their own, we could have like obstacles and things so that they don't just destroy everything in the first 10 minutes.
Totally. This would be so cool.
Also, anybody who's like got like goggles from like chemistry class or something, we might put goggles on, because I think that nail gun is just going to nail one of us pretty soon. Literally.
Okay, so you get Carol settled in with some food. The rest of you all head to the junkyard.
And I'm going to ask Carol about the skate's behavior. Did it remain docile?
And she's going on and on. She says, "See, Bentley, it talked to me. It said its name was Nixius Celsius, and it was rolling around my room. And then when I put it on, it was like real nice, and it went like real slow so that I didn't get hurt. It was really cool, Bentley. Mom's never gonna believe this."
That is great, Carol. And Mom's going to be home soon. I won't be out too late. Remember that it has to do what you tell it to do, because it's a good robot and it's your friend. So if it does anything that scares you, just tell it to stop, and it will.
Okay.
I'll see you later.
So you all set up Robo Wars in the junkyard.
Yeah. Oh, I make sure I feed while Bentley's taking care of his sister. I make sure I run home real quick and take care of Puppers, and then come back.
We both have to take care of our dogs.
Oh my God. Everybody's so pussy.
As soon as Vince, you taking your stuff out of the packaging, your new Equius Optimus.
Of course.
Oh, yes.
As soon as you take him out of the packaging, Megaton Prime goes nuts.
You are my enemy. I will destroy you. You
That's basically
lump
the
of
gist of it,
shit.
yeah.
And I'm quickly trying to open up Flak Flame too. So Flak Flame can at the same time with Pax take care of one of the flanks of our leader.
And the three convoys kind of join together in this little convoy, and a battle starts. And they're all shooting weapons at each other. Some have BBs, some have lasers. One of them has a little lighter that it's using to try to catch the other ones on fire. These things are very well armed for something marketed toward children.
Yeah, I like to imagine the Infinite Ox, like part of it turns into like some sort of spinning blade type thing, like instead
like
from
it.
the CD player.
Yes.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
It's like, what the?
I see all these robots fighting, and yet I can't tell what's going on. Which one is winning? It's just metal flying around.
Keep your fucking blade away from me.
It's all very loud.
So it becomes pretty clear pretty quickly that if you don't intervene, they probably are going to end up breaking themselves.
Yeah.
It's a marketing trick. That way they make you have to buy new ones.
Yeah.
Let me go.
You can
I
all
want
make-
to kill him.
You can make comprehend rolls.
Oh, it's okay. Here we go.
I got a 6.
One success for me also.
2 6s.
So the three of you are watching all of this go down, and you're kind of thinking about it, and you realize there's a little more cohesion to them now than there was before. They act a little bit more intelligently. Like they're moving a little bit more like as a group. Their actions are a little bit smarter than they were before. You can hear them. It seemed like originally their vocabulary was super limited. I'm Ekvius Optimus, destroy the convoys. But now it's a little bit more, like their vocabulary is a little bit more advanced. You can hear, die convoy scum, things like that. It's a little odd.
Cooperation is the key to taking over the world.
Jake, you don't have to talk to it. Talk for it. It can talk for itself, Jake.
Yeah, but it's just saying stuff like tactical mission objectives, and I don't know what all that
report.
means.
DARPA, are you gaining intelligence?
Confirmed. Intelligence levels boosted.
Where
DARPA, do you have any goal other than destroying the convoy?
Just doesn't answer you. Just little red LEDs just blink.
DARPA, you're a good little evil robot.
You saying something, Vince?
Yeah, I was gonna say Exvius Optimus. How are you getting smarter?
More robots, more intelligence.
Oh, so they're feeding off of one another. They're growing by virtue.
Like a neural network, they're all linking together. Maybe they've got Bluetooth. Oh, wait, we don't know what that is yet, do we?
I wonder if they're helping each other. I wonder if both teams are actually also helping each other learn by having an adversary to learn off of.
DARPA, report. How do the transmorphers communicate with each other?
It blinks at you and you get the feeling like maybe it doesn't know how to verbalize that.
Language skills are hard. DARPA, how many robots are now in action?
It blinks its red LEDs for a minute. Calculating. 300 transmorphers activated.
You learn very fast, don't you?
Affirmative.
How many of those are deceivers?
Calculating. 200 deceivers.
Bad guys win.
I don't know. If the good guys are smart about it, numbers don't always win.
It's about 6:30 now. It's getting dark. Street lights are coming on. What do you guys want to do?
I want to get him to keep his foot on.
It's fighting you every way on it. You take it off, he puts it on. You put it on, he takes it off. It's being contrary.
DARPA, report. How do we make you sleep or turn you off until we choose to activate you again?
It actually just points to like a little button on its back.
Excellent. Thank you, DARPA. I want to save you future battle so that you can fight and learn again. And I pick it up and press the button.
And it did, little lights stop blinking.
I'm gonna play with it a little bit now that it's off to see if it like if I were to drop it a couple of inches and it just lands and clatters. If I pick it up a little higher and drop it, does it like brace itself?
Yeah, kind of. you get the sense that like sleep mode isn't necessarily off mode.
Like doze mode.
It's asleep.
Yeah.
I have
Lion mode.
By the way, fellows, apropos of nothing, we'll have to explain apropos later, Vince. By the way, fellows, I have a really cool stainless steel Fantastic Four lunchbox that I don't use anymore since I go to the cafeteria now and buy pizza. I'm going to keep my Transmorpher safe inside the stainless steel lunchbox tonight so that nothing happens to it.
Yeah, good idea.
Okay.
Use my paws tool chest. Do the same thing. I like that.
Well, we care.
In
Well,
case I put it in.
I have an evil robot and I have a good robot. And keeping them together is probably a bad idea.
Hey Vince, I can, if you don't mind, you can. There's room in my paws tool chest. He almost never uses it. You could store yours with my two.
That works for me.
Cool.
You're
Yeah, and
welcome,
it's
Steve.
you know where it is anytime you want it.
Okay. So are you all heading home for the evening?
Yeah.
Okay. Before we transition, to the next day, is there anything anyone wants to do? Any
Oh,
significant?
totally. In my paws garage and workroom, I'm going to look around because he kind of does little hobby stuff. I'm going to look for scraps of metal and stuff. And I'm going to see if I can put like a couple extra sheets of armor on, like any of the robots.
Okay.
Just a couple.
So you can kind of slapdash it. Make a tinker roll. We'll see how effective you are at doing this.
Yeah. Oh yeah, here we go. Ooh, wow, ooh, I'm a good tinkerer. Wow, do I have enough D6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go, cool. There's 1, there's 2. 2 sixes.
Oh yeah, you managed to get those on there really well. Are you doing it to all of them, or because you've got Vince's, right? So
yeah, I don't want to touch Vince's because I don't want him to get upset and be on my bad side. I like staying on Vince's good side.
Anyone else doing anything before you all go to bed?
Well, I'm kind of very curiously just trying to figure out how it works.
Yeah.
How do the joints hold together? And I don't want to make him mad, but
Sure. It's
kind of tinkering with them a little.
Right. You can see little tiny servo motors at his joints so that it's like moving his joints. It's very, very advanced compared to what you normally see on kids' toys.
And then I'm
Your
just
dad
putting
looks
mine.
Jake, what do you got there when Dad comes home? What you got there, son?
It's a new toy that just came out today. It's called a Transmorpher. Artificial life forms in disguise.
Oh goodness, that is a very. How much did you pay for this?
Is
that real metal on that thing?
Yeah, it's got little servos in it too. It's kind of amazing. Little pinchers, and it talks, and it does what I tell it to do.
That's how much did your mother pay for this?
And then if you put it with like the others, they either fight or they play together as friends.
Jake, it's your imagination.
You don't believe him. See? Talks.
You working on your ventriloquism act there, son?
Indeed.
All right.
How was your day?
I'm.
It was good. It was good. Were you saying, Vince?
I want to take, because I left the one with Steve, but I still have the nail gun one, and I want to bring it to the footprint we came across earlier.
Okay. Yeah.
And like wake it up.
Yeah.
And be like, hey, what made this?
So interestingly, it seems like its level of intelligence, and all of you will notice this, has now significantly diminished. In fact, it's not those of you who just have one, they're not even talking anymore. They're still moving around. They move of their own volition. They walk or drive. They don't talk anymore. Steve, you have, I think, 3 with you right now. They talk a little, but it's very, very limited vocabulary.
But there's some sort of communication going on between them without
You see their little
prompting.
green lights. Yeah, their little green LEDs are like kind of flashing. But no, Vince, it's like it doesn't. It looks at it. It walks around it, but it doesn't say anything.
All right. Asleep or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Put it in sleep mode. Okay.
And nothing on the radio, local radio in particular, has anything about, kids getting their eyes put out by.
No, just an announcement, big toy store opened the new line of transmorphers today. Mayor Gunderson made a big speech.
Nothing about the missing design ladies.
It did mention that, like, the Helen Voss and Ursula Kerr were due to make speeches at the event, but were unable to attend. This is kind of like a side comment to it all. So you all go to bed. Carter, something wakes you up around 3 a.m.
Oh,
And you're not sure kind of what woke you up, and you're looking around your room. Your bedroom door is open.
and kind of slowly get up and look around.
You're like leaving your bedroom. There's nothing going on. Like your bedroom looks, whatever you put infinite aux into, it's open.
Yeah, like my little
bedroom door
music case. Yeah, like a guitar case or like a drum case and like music equipment stuff.
It's popped open. Your door's open.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of slowly walk out, kind of looking around, like, what the heck is going on?
Mom and Dad's door is open. Their bedroom door.
Okay, I guess I'll quietly go inside and see what's going on.
And you see like little red LEDs kind of pulsing, and it's sitting at the front of the top of their bed. It's just sitting there.
Is my mom here asleep or?
Yeah, your mom and dad are both asleep.
Okay.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Your dad's away, isn't he?
Okay. Likely if he's working. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. He works on oil rigs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Asleep.
I guess I'm gonna go try to see what it's doing, if it's still moving, and kind of quiet.
When you come approach it, it's a little red light just goes off.
I guess I'm gonna grab it and then quickly go back to my room.
Yeah. Okay.
And I'm gonna kind of set it on the ground and just kind of look at it like, what are you doing?
And it kind of just flops over. Like sleep mode.
You can't go waking up my mom. What the heck are you doing? Oh, geez, what is this thing? And I'm gonna press the button again to see if I can turn it back on, maybe?
Yeah, it turns back on, yeah.
What are you doing? You got some weird programming? What the heck?
It just pops open its little CD case. It doesn't say anything else.
All right, I guess I'll press the button again and put it back in the box. Maybe take some books and put them on top of the lid to try to prevent it from getting out. What the? All right, the guys are not going to believe me tomorrow.
Bentley, you're also woken up around 3 a.m. But you can hear and you can see the knife from the arm of ex Automa cutting through the lunchbox. It's like trying to get out.
DARPA, that's a collector's item, that lunchbox. That's a Fantastic Four from 1978. Why are you awake?
As you're speaking, it just retracts the knife arm.
Report, DARPA. What is your current objective?
It's quiet. It's been quiet since you brought it home.
Yeah, well, not quiet when it punches its knife through metal. That's really
It hasn't said anything to you since you left the junkyard.
DARPA, report. Are you currently capable of speech?
It doesn't say anything.
I can see your lights through the hole in the lunchbox. Flash your red lights if you're capable of speech.
It doesn't flash the red lights.
DARPA, I don't want to put you in the back of the toilet tank underwater, but I don't also want you to cut through the box that you're in and then climb up on my bed and stick your knife in my eye while I'm sleeping. I know you're supposed to be an evil robot, but that's just a game. What is your objective?
It doesn't say anything.
Oh, man.
Quiet.
Okay, I'm going to I'm gonna take the lunchbox
Mhm.
and tie a rope around the handle and drop it out of my window so that
Okay.
it's like kind of, below the window but above the ground. So if he
All
keeps
right.
sawing away, he can't get me.
Okay.
And I think in the wet grass, he's gonna have a really crappy time getting anywhere. So
Mhm.
DARPA, this is for your own good. Go to sleep. I'll lower it down and close the window.
Okay. So, morning dawns. When you get up, Mom is awake, which is kind of rare considering
rare.
that she's usually strung out on pills. She's bustling around the kitchen making BLTs, and there's like stacks and stacks and stacks and stacks of BLTs. And she is awake and coherent, and she's moving around very fast.
Like, hey, Mom, what's going on?
Oh, Carter, yes, come have a sandwich. You're a growing boy. You need lots and lots of food and energy. Come have something to eat.
Sure. Yeah, I'd love a sandwich. What's with the amount of sandwiches we have going to a cookout or something?
I'm feeling so hungry, and you're a growing boy, and all of your friends are growing boys. You can bring them some too.
I mean,
she's eating like she is 2 sandwiches, and
I'm like, whoa, are you
Bite on
feeling
each
okay? This is a lot of food. I mean, this is great, but I don't know if we can eat all this.
I'm feeling wonderful. Great. Just when you leave today, take some for your little friends too. But
Sure.
leave me some too. I need some as well.
Okay, and then I'm gonna go look around, see if there's anything like out of the ordinary in the house, like check my boombox, check the toy, and check where Infinox is.
Everything looks fine.
Okay, it's weird. I guess I'm gonna grab one of my dad's CDs and like some sandwiches, and then go meet up with the guys.
Okay. Jake, you get up. Debbie and Deanne are in the kitchen, and they're just staring at each other. They're just facing each other, and they're just staring at each other.
When I got up out of bed, is Megaton still there? Because he was right. I didn't put him in anything. I just set him on my.
No, he's not there.
Okay, so I walk in. It's like, who took my my Megaton?
And Debbie and Deanne both like in the same fluid motion turn and stare at you. And then they kind of snap out of it for a minute. Debbie says, Jake, your stupid toys, you're leaving them all over the house. Look. And she gestures, and there's one of them sitting on Megaton Prime sitting on the couch.
Oh. Well, Megaton Prime, did you come and sit on the couch? Were you watching some TV? And I'm gonna go over and snatch him up. What's for breakfast? Are we eating breakfast this morning or not?
Deanne snaps to it. She's like, absolutely, I'm starving. And she pulls out the carton of eggs and is cracking every single egg in the pan to make scrambled eggs.
Mom?
What? What is it, Jake? What?
What are they doing?
Finally, Deanne, thank you. Let's add some biscuits to that. I am ravenous. And your father said he wants the bacon. So let's full bacon. And she's pulling out all of the bacon, the full thing of biscuits, and the two of them are bustling around the kitchen making a lot of food.
Excellent.
Vince, you get up. Dad is in the kitchen. The fridge door is just open, and he's standing in it and staring. And he is griped enough about not cooling the whole house with the fridge and to shut it every time you use it. So this seems a little weird. You there, Vince?
Yeah, so
He's just standing. Fridge door's wide open, and he's just standing there.
I'll kind of
And he kind of like shakes himself. Oh, Vince. And in very uncharacteristic fashion, because you know your father, he comes up to you and he hugs you. He says, he's patting you on the back. Great. Good morning, son. Good morning. Let's have a wonderful breakfast together. What do you say?
You feeling okay?
Absolutely. Better than I ever have before. Quick. I've got to go to work in about an hour. Let's get a nice full breakfast. And he's pulling ingredients out, you know.
I'm shocked that we have.
I can't imagine you have a lot of ingredients. You guys don't have a lot of ingredients. So he's going through the cupboards and he's opening up the fridge. He's, oh, well, guess I'll just have to go get some from McDonald's on the way. And he's, here, son, get yourself some food too. You're a growing boy. And he hands you a 10. And just kind of walks out the door. And he's gone.
Well, something is fucked up. What is going on? What is this? I'll immediately go to the telephone and I'll call Carter.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, listen, the craziest thing just happened to me. My dad hugged me.
What?
Yeah. He's talking about getting a big breakfast. He gave me money.
Okay, this is really weird because when I woke up, my mom was up and making food.
No.
Yeah, and she made like a bunch, like I have sandwiches if anyone's hungry, like I have BLTs, and she's like, yeah, I don't know, she was like really hungry and like thought that I would be really hungry. It's really weird. I don't know if she's like, I don't know if they changed her meds or something, but like the fact that your dad's also being weird is that like, this is up. Is this like a, what's that? Isn't there like a bad movie where all the adults go crazy? Is it like that? Is it like that B movie?
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't watch a whole lot of movies, but something's weird.
Yeah, do you want to meet up with the guys at the junkyard, or what's the plan?
I haven't talked to anybody else, but yeah, I'll meet everybody at the junkyard.
Okay.
Steve, you get up this morning and your convoys are exactly where you left them. It's
cool.
a normal morning as anything else. Mom and dad get ready. Dad leaves early. Everything seems exactly the way it should be.
Oh, cool. I tell the guys, all right, guys, I'm going to make you some extra weapons so you'd be ready for those bad guys. So I go into the garden. I look around like I saw Red Dawn. I know how to prepare. I'm looking for sticks. I'm going to like start making punji sticks, sharpening these here, give each one of them like 3 or 4 little punji stick spears.
All right. So you're modding your transmorphers.
Yeah. But first I feed puppers though. Got it.
Of course. Feed the dog.
Yeah, feed the dog.
And Bentley, you get up. Ex Automa it looks like he made a few more attempts in the night, but is still kind of in the lunchbox. Like he probably just gave up eventually.
So I'll pull up the lunchbox and inspect him. Is his I guess I'll push the on button. And his little red LEDs flicker a bit.
Yep, they flicker a bit. Yep.
Robot DARPA, extend blade, please.
It does do that. Yep.
What does this blade look like up close?
Kind of about the length of a Swiss Army knife, but a lot sharper. Not that big. Little Swiss Army knives, they're kind of small, but it's sharp.
DARPA, can you analyze what is the metallic composition of your blade?
It's blinking like it's thinking, but then it doesn't say anything to you.
Okay, DARPA, I understand. Too complicated. DARPA, do you think better among friends?
It blinks. It does blink at you when you say that.
All right.
As if it's in response.
Right. So I'm gonna keep it in the. I'm gonna put the lunchbox in my backpack.
Yep.
Maybe with some like a T-shirt around it or something for jostling for both parties. And what's the scene downstairs? Mom and Carol snarfing food. Yeah. Mom's asleep.
Carol's happily like rolling her skate back and forth. Mom's doing normal morning routines.
It's Saturday morning. What time does Transmorphers come on?
8:30.
All right. I think like Jake is kind of the network center since he's most likely to be at home because he doesn't have a life. So I'm gonna call Jake's and tell him that I want to watch the cartoon for clues before I come out to the junkyard, and we should see what we can figure
out. Before she goes, Mom hands you another 10, and she says, "Carol has been whining about a second skate, and they weren't very expensive, were they, Bentley?"
No, the skate's one of the cheaper ones.
Well, her birthday's in a few weeks anyway. Would you go get her one, please? Sometime today, whenever you can.
Yeah, it might be the afternoon, but sure.
That's okay.
Did
I'm
she
saving
tell
it for
me?
her birthday anyway.
Oh, that's a good idea. I think it's best if you keep it in the packaging.
Okay.
Because
we'll save it for her birthday.
Okay, Mom. Drive safe.
You watch Transmorphers, and it's very normal.
Same old
Carter
Japanese animated garbage.
Yeah. Carter and Vince, you meet up. You said you guys were headed to the junkyard?
Yeah.
It's just the two of you. Up. Yeah.
We probably, tell the others to meet up once they're finished subbing home.
Yeah, eventually you all get the call.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Hey, so
Guys.
How'd everyone's morning go? Just
I had so many pancakes.
Yeah, was your family like
obsessed with breakfast?
Yeah, like extra hungry, like in a weird way.
Yeah, but my mom said something about hormones. And so I think it's probably the girls are having hormones.
Well,
And they made a lot of food.
So first of all, I have sandwiches if anybody wants a BLT.
Thanks.
My mom was awake before me and making food, and a lot of it. And so that was kind of weird.
That is weird.
Yeah, and it's not just the women, because Vince,
my dad hugged me this morning
Ew.
and gave me money to go buy myself breakfast because he couldn't find anything to make breakfast at home.
Are you okay?
I don't know, man. My dad hasn't directly acknowledged my existence in the last 5 years.
Yeah. I assume that you took the money and bought some more cigarettes.
I don't have the.
No, it's
They're just left around the house. Bentley,
Yeah,
you just
that's
grab
crazy.
them and go.
So wait a minute. Your family's hungry, and your family's hungry, and your family's hungry.
Well, I don't know that they were. Did the family members eat all that food?
Oh yeah,
They
my
were
mom.
shoveling, and your family was too, Jake. They were shoveling it down.
Wow, weird.
Wait.
Did any of your transmorphers want to watch TV in the middle of the night?
Maybe it wanted to, and maybe that's why it took its blade out and tried to cut its way out of my Fantastic Four lunchbox.
No way.
Mine pushed open my music equipment case and was at the foot of my mom's bed or my parents' bed, just staring at my mom, and then I had to turn it off when I walked up. It was really weird. I was thinking maybe I was having a weird dream or something, but then more weird stuff kept happening.
I didn't realize there were any perverted robots, but
Oh, yeah, hold on a minute.
Oh, come on. No, don't. It was it's a CD player. Can't.
DARPA,
what happened?
Report, how many cameras are on you?
1.
What?
Well, it's got to be able to see us.
They have to be able to see to run around. Everybody else, check how many cameras are
Or
on them.
sensors. They might have sensors.
Hold on. Infinite Ox. Do you have eyes?
Yes.
Okay.
Are your eyes the camera?
Yes.
Do your eyes send the data to anywhere else?
And it just doesn't answer.
We need to ask an honest robot.
Yeah.
Optimus Exvius Optimus.
Uh-oh. He wants to get your guy.
No, wait, we're talking to this one.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Mine got up in the middle of the night.
I'm asking him, do you have cameras?
Yes.
Do you send the footage from your cameras anywhere?
Yes.
Where?
The creators.
Are your creators named Ursula and Helen?
No.
DARPA, are Ursula and Helen okay?
And he's thinking, calculating. Ursula Kerr is under surveillance. Helen Voss, location unknown.
Dudes.
What's going on?
Ecclesius Optimus, are your creators men in black suits?
No.
All right, it's okay.
Kind of tilts its head at you. No.
Do you know the name of your creators?
No. The creators are the creators.
Megaton Prime. Why weren't you talking much last night? Did they seem like they're getting smarter when they're near each other?
Yeah.
I did yesterday, yeah.
Let's bring them together.
Transmorphers
Did you guys make this
report. Are the creators human beings?
No.
Oh, they other robots. Oh my God, they're making babies themselves.
Getting some.
There you go, Jake.
Oh my god.
Attaboy.
Transmorphers.
I'll give Jake a quarter.
See, he's kind of got something there.
I'll give Jake 2 quarters. He's learning well.
Transmorphers. The human that is under surveillance. Where is she being observed? At the factory?
4537 Shattuck Street.
Do we know where Shattuck Street is?
It's in town.
Yeah.
Does that sound residential or does that sound
Oh
more
yeah.
industrial?
Yeah, that's definitely a house.
Let's go find her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. Yeah, we jot that down, that address, and try to.
Question, Holly.
Hmm?
Did my deceiver nail gun thing act up at all during the night, or?
It didn't.
Okay.
Yeah,
I just found it where I left it then.
Found it where you left it.
Yeah, the 3 convoys, they didn't try breaking out or doing anything either. They just kind of chilled out in the tool chest.
So only those of us that have deceivers have weird, have family acting weird?
Yeah, yours is a deceiver. Vince's is a deceiver.
But
When you took home, yeah.
now the factory that my dad started working at, that's where they're building these supposedly, isn't it?
My sisters too, yeah.
Carter, does your mom work at that factory?
No, my neighbors, their daughter moved back home to work at it though.
Well, let's go find that lady.
You're
Yeah.
on mute. Yeah.
We have a scary, stupid mystery, and it doesn't make any sense. But we do know an address, and we have, we know the mayor wants to know where the designer people are, and they might be able to figure something out. Transmorphers report under the surveillance of how many of you is it Helen or Ursula? Who's
Ursula.
Helen is they don't know where Helen is.
Helen is missing. Under how many of your
14 transmorphers are
transmorphers?
surveilling Ursula Kerr.
Any creators as well?
No.
Do
Okay.
the
Are
creators
they
move?
deceivers? Sorry.
Yes, to Jake's question. What are you saying, Vince?
I'm saying, do the creators move around?
No.
Do the creators talk to you?
Yes.
Do the creators give you orders?
Yes.
Whose orders are you more inclined to listen to? My orders or the creators' orders?
The creators.
Ah.
Your vocabulary is getting much bigger. I'll tell you that.
Why are the creators observing Ursula?
It kind of shrugs, like it doesn't know. Yeah, it doesn't know.
Shrug.
Questions of intent are difficult, I think, for
Are the sorry, go ahead.
I'm just Transmorpher DARPA, what is 37 times 62?
Putting me on the spot. It knows the answer. I couldn't tell you off the top of my head right now, but it gives you the correct answer.
Okay. Yeah. Go. What were you going to ask?
Transmorphers, are the creators of the convoys the same creators that create the deceivers, or are they different creators?
Who are you asking this? Sorry.
I'm asking this to them. I'm addressing multiple. I'm saying, hey, you guys.
I think we're mostly addressing your questions to
Deceivers.
Exvius Optimus.
Exvius Optimus. Okay, so the convoy
leader of the
the
convoy.
good leader.
okay.
Sure. I'm sorry, Steve. What was that question again? Can you repeat that?
Are the creators of the convoys the same as the creators of the deceivers, or are they different creators?
Different.
Oh.
Are the creators in the factory?
Yes.
Do the creators hate each other?
Yes.
Does this match the lore of the show at all?
A little bit. The good versus evil. A little bit.
But like, yeah, wasn't there?
But, I mean, this is like a religious conflict, it seems.
Right, but
between
pretty
their
soon,
gods.
isn't there like a creator's angle in the actual Transformers, like that they were created on that planet to fight each other, then they got to go to Earth? It's been 20 years. I'm like, it's been like 15, 20 years. I'm like, what? Was that part of it?
What are you talking about, Carter? Transformers? What a dumb
Transmorphers. No,
name
I'm talking
for
about-
a show.
Look,
No, Transmorphers. Isn't it like that in the show that there's like the evil creators and good creators, the machines or something from that other planet?
Transformers are at electrical substations, and we should
No, we're talking
and
about
get
Transmorphers.
we should go to Radix Street and get the lady out before something happens to her, and then we can talk about your memories of cartoons.
will someone listen to me? Guys, they're programmed to talk like that. It's part of the show. It's part of the fun.
And in what part of the show do they do creepy stuff at night and then cause your family to want to eat weird amounts? I don't remember that part.
What
And
makes
I- and
you
I-
think
I
they
didn't
made
miss
your
that many
family want to
episodes.
eat weird amounts? That you're blaming the toys on that?
Yes. In my in my 15 years of life, that weird stuff hasn't happened before, and the only thing that changed was the toys, and the same thing happened to Vince's dad, and the same thing happened to your family.
Let's be very clear, Jake. Your Transmorpher got up late at night to watch television because it's lazy. But the rest of us had Transmorphers who did exciting things at night.
Mine
I don't
is
think it's a
the,
do-
coincidence.
Mine
Anything
is
that I
the-
know.
mine is the leader of the deceivers. Make
Yes,
it
it's
10
lazy.
prime. Make it 10 prime. You would never hurt any of us, would you?
It doesn't say anything.
Look, Jake, I mean, if their god tells them to hurt
No, I would not hurt you.
Jake, you're really bad at that.
There are books at the library on ventriloquism. But you don't need a robot that has metal parts that shoots things to do that. So here's the only question before we go and save the lady. Where do we put the Transmorphers while we do so? Or are we going to need them to help us?
I don't think they're going to help us. I think they're going to help their friends.
But remember,
So,
the convoys and the deceivers were made by different creators which don't like each other.
Yeah, so we can't. I doubt they would have a truce for the day.
Well, no, but I'm saying if the deceivers are the ones that are monitoring this lady, then maybe the convoys will help us.
Okay, question to good old Exvius Optimus. Are convoys watching Ursula?
No.
Yeah, that's what Jake asked earlier. Was
Okay.
if they were deceivers watching her, and that was what the yes was.
Deceivers. Okay.
so one of us should hold all of the deceivers away from the scene while the rest of you take the convoys in.
Or do we? Is there like an old? It's terrible. Is there an old fridge or something in the junkyard that's like,
Oh yeah.
Oh, there's so many old fridges.
super
In fact-
dangerous, horrifying? Let's stick the deceivers in there. And get back for a moment.
Exley Ixday, the Deceivers Day, you mean?
Right.
What?
Let's leave a certain number of our new friends in a special
A safe
location.
nuclear-free zone. Yeah, that's an excellent idea.
Yeah. What?
Okay. DARPA, I'm going to come back for you in a couple of hours. You've been a very good bot. We have to do a special mission now, and then etc.
Okay. Do you want to take a 5-minute break?
Yeah. Good.
Yeah, it's a good time.
So I think I heard a few things. I heard someone say when we were on break, toy stop. I heard, going to check on Ursula Kerr. What is it you guys want to do?
I think, if we can, after sticking the deceivers in a very fun fridge in the junkyard that we as youngins have access to, and it's not cause for concern at all. But
it's the 80s.
Once they're safely tucked away,
I used to be in there and tell her to pretend it was a boat, and it was really fun. But I have to make sure whenever I leave the junkyard, she doesn't, brunk. Yeah.
I would like to leave this up to a roll of some sort, but I don't want to leave my deceiver in the refrigerator.
Okay. You can make an empathize roll.
Well, what I was going to say is see if they catch me. I'm going to pretend like I'm putting it in there and then hide it.
Okay. Oh, so you're sneaking it. You're sneaking it.
Yeah, I put it in there. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's whether they see me or.
And
sneak.
Everyone else can roll investigate or comprehend. Comprehend's probably a better one for that.
Yeah, I did not sneak.
Oh my gosh. 2 6s.
I got a 6.
Oh yeah, you see him. You see what he's doing.
Yeah, I got a 6.
I got
Hey,
2.
come on.
Jake,
Dude.
it's not going to be for a lot of time, dude.
All right. But
Hold on. And also one thing too. If we can, first we'll shut the fridge door and then walk a little way away as a group. I don't know if the good guys are the good guys any more than you do, because I think that the popcorn maker and the skate are really lame. But we know that the house we're going to, we don't want to get beat up by the other ones.
Well, that's
So
what we need the convoys for.
All right.
It's a tactical thing, and we're going to come back for our friends later, because DARPA has been honest with me, and DARPA's done what I said, kind of. But I think that purely strategically, and I know you like a good game of Stratego, we need to do this for now, okay? And once we get the lady out, we might be able to find out what's happening. And then I think we have to go to the factory, but too much.
Well, is it worth picking up another convoy or two from the toy store? I mean, there's 14. They said there are 14 of the others.
Free money from everywhere lately. So maybe you can afford a couple more.
Yeah, we should get at least one more. Because right now, later on, when we have our battles, the convoys are still down one. So we need at least one more.
Well, also, maybe we should, like I said about the protective eye gear yesterday, if we're going to go into battle with 14 of them, we might need fewer of them because they're pretty small, but more, like I put my sweatshirt on.
Yeah, padding things to
just
so we don't get a nail or a BB.
I can kick one of those goofuses pretty far,
Still, okay, but the ones that those are, I still think that if we don't know if the deceivers are the good guys or the bad guys, then why are they monitoring the lady? And why are the deceivers doing weird shit at night and our family's acting weird?
Did anybody notice if the convoys got smarter when they came together? Or is that the deceivers?
They seem to
it's definitely all of them.
Oh yeah.
I got the impression on Friday that it was all 300 of all of the machines. It wasn't just on the same team. It's like even though they might be competition, it's all the same.
Maybe it's like maybe they're using radio waves to communicate, like radio controlled things.
Oh yeah, like remote controlled signaling. Yeah.
And here I was thinking they were controlled by magic, Jake. Thank you for clearing that up.
There's no such thing as magic.
But the good news about that is that inside that refrigerator, you're not going to get any messages anywhere. It's like ceramic and steel and probably lead and zinc. And anyway, I think the lady could be in danger, so we should shut up and go.
All
Yeah,
right,
let's
so I will give my 20 whole dollars that I've gotten in the last 2 days, and I will give them to I'll give them to Jake to go in and buy 2 more convoys. I'm not walking back in there.
Okay.
Or do you want to get the real big one? The convoy has like this really huge thing, don't they? It's like,
Yeah, there's
Aircraft
a
carrier?
there's like an aircraft carrier. Yeah.
Well, we don't
He's
want
the biggest of the models. Yeah.
that might be super powerful.
It might be too much money, though. We'll see. We'll see what we can get.
Okay.
Popcorn machine and
In the parking lot, you notice one of your classmates, Lisa, and she's kind of like holding her hand, and she's got like a shirt pressed to it, and she looks very annoyed, upset.
Question: how old is she?
13, your age.
what's
Why?
up, baby? Is that right?
Close
Yeah.
enough.
Just hey Vince, what's up?
Wait, what's you okay there?
No,
yourself?
did you know these things can move on their own? I have a Verticamp Crux and I took it out of the packaging. That stupid thing, it took out a knife and cut me, and it has she has a pretty decent gash on her palm, and then it flew away. It's gone.
Oh, it's a
Ooh,
helicopter.
Spent all my allowance money on that stupid thing.
Do I know any? That's a weird question. I don't know any first aid. I don't think. Anybody know
She'll be
first-
all right. Yeah, she'll be okay. You can do a little empathize if you wanted to, or charm if you want to, kind of charm her a little bit, but otherwise, then she'll be all right. Whatever. Did yours run off too?
No, but they kind of do fight on their own. You should see who else. Do you know anybody else who bought one yesterday?
Oh God, yeah. There's just a ton of people. Why? Yeah, Alvin got one, I think, and Jimmy got one too. I don't. Why?
I'm trying to figure out how many are running around and what they're doing. How many can fly?
There is a couple. There's a fighter aircraft.
There's a
A
number of
helicopter.
deceivers that can fly.
Yeah, there's a number
Helicopter.
of deceivers that can
Because
fly,
there's the Sea Knight, there's the fighter jet, there's
yeah. They're all deceivers though. The rest
the
of the
like
convoys are
all the ones that can fly are
people.
deceivers.
Okay, we should be mindful of that, friends. I happen to have 2 different packages of sterile gauze in my backpack, which is better than what's on your T-shirt. So you should start with that. And
Thanks,
there you go.
Bentley. If you guys are going in there, Miss Ann is acting really, really weird. I don't know. Everyone's acting weird. My dad's acting weird too.
Is your dad really hungry?
Yeah, do they really like breakfast?
Yeah, I don't know. I woke up and Verticamp he wasn't in my room last night. And then I came in here hoping Miss Ann would maybe give me a discount or something so I could buy a new one that wasn't going to freaking fly off on me. But she's acting weird too. So.
But she is?
Yeah, I don't. She's just standing at the register. And every time I asked her a question, she just said, "Thank you, come again." It's weird.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna walk in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll go in with you too. This is
Yeah.
And
Get to the bottom of this.
Anne is just standing at the register, and she's making that motion, like scanning, and just thank you, come again.
Is she scanning
I'm
anything?
gonna-
or is it just
I'm
an-
gonna
Oh,
reach-
she's not doesn't have anything in her hand.
I'm
Oh,
gonna
God.
shake her.
Oh, what's going on?
How
What's
hungry
going
are you?
What?
BLT.
Do you want a BLT?
Oh,
I've just got a bag
well,
of them.
thank you. Thank you, boys. Where's Mr. Henry? Have you seen Mr. Henry?
No, but you.
Oh,
You don't look so
seem to
good.
have
You
been
all
out of
right?
it for a little while.
Yeah, I think I need to sit down.
you were kind of
It's just so
spacey.
strange. Oh, it's just so weird. Okay, all right. I'm gonna go sit.
Where was Mr. Henry the last time you saw him? I want to go and check on him.
Well, he was in the back room. He wasn't feeling very well, and he took a nap on the couch back there. But in our little,
Go have a look.
would you, Bentley? You're such a sweetheart. Would you go back there and maybe just call for him to wake up?
Yeah,
I'm not feeling super
yeah,
great.
yeah. I'll go see.
Well,
So
Bentley's-
they have like a little office. You can see the television with the CCTV footage on it. You can see your friend standing out in front, and they have a couple of VHS tapes. Looks like they've been watching some footage, and he's just passed out on the couch.
Are the VHS tapes labeled by day?
Yeah, there. You see the one for
Yesterday?
a couple of increments. Yeah.
Pop that baby out
Okay.
and stick it in my backpack because
Mhm.
this is got enough trouble. And then I'm going to shake the fellow Mr.
Yeah.
Henry.
When he turns over and an infinite ox like comes it was like sitting on his shoulder or something, and it kind of falls to the ground. But he looks up and he's like, what's going on? Bentley, what are you doing back here, son? No
Hey.
customers back here.
No, I understand, sir. We came to wake you up because Miss Annie was also was sleepy. Maybe yesterday was a big hard day for you, but she told me to come back. And did you know you were sleeping on one of the robot toys?
Oh shoot! I found this one in the aisle. One of the kids must have I don't know, torn it out of the packaging or something.
Well, to tell you the truth, they
We
don't
got a
have.
couple of them missing today. Oh, strangest thing.
No, it's not that strange because they can get around on their own. I just want to make sure because you were sleeping on it that it didn't scratch your neck or something and give you blood poisoning. Can I see where you were lying on it?
Yeah. Just it does feel a little strange, and you can see it cut down the back of his neck.
I'm sorry, I just gave all of my sterile pads to the girl outside whose hand got cut, but you should put some alcohol on that or something because some of these toys are really sharp.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, thank you, son. Thank you. That's just strange. It's pretty sore.
I'll just go through the door so you know that I'm not in here stealing anything, and then you can come up and because we're all up in the front.
Okay.
But you should clean that out because I'll take the toy out front maybe too and show it to Miss Annie.
Okay. Yes. Do that. Tell her I'll be out just a second. Yeah. And he, you can hear him kind of rustling around, getting up, stretching. And he comes out in a few minutes and, and you go have a lie down. Bentley said you weren't feeling super well. You go have a lie down. Boys, did you come in here for something this morning? Do you need anything?
Yo,
do they have baseball bats and things?
Yeah, it's a toy store. They have toys.
I'm thinking of ways in which to fend off a tiny army of little knife-wielding devils.
what about Flat Flame and Pax Directus, the police and the fire engine?
So we have those, Jake. It's the darndest thing, I think I don't know if we had some sticky fingers or if we just did inventory wrong, but I can't seem to find any of these little deceivers. Seems like most of them, maybe most of the kids took them all yesterday.
Almost like some of them got up and walked away.
Ours walk around. If they got out of the packages, they might have walked away.
That's silly. Either our inventory numbers were wrong, and that happens sometimes. Mr. Henry's getting a little old, or not all kids are as good as you are.
I know this sounds weird, but no, they move. They're like little those trains that go around the track. They're like that.
Yes, some things can move on their own. Sure. Yeah.
So if kids yesterday messed around with some of the boxes on the deceivers, then they might have just literally just walked out the door because they're just and they just.
Well, I didn't see anybody.
Very
See any in the parking lot. I don't know. That's okay.
But,
Let's get you boys checked out.
Has Miss Anne been feeling like on the back of her neck?
Oh yeah, she's just like, look, I'm gonna let Mr. Henry check you boys out. I'm gonna go have a lie down. What were you saying now? Sorry, go ahead.
Does she have a cut or something back there?
Should I try to like sneak around her to get a look at the back of her neck?
Sure.
Right? I think I'm pretty good at that. Yes, I am.
Does she have lots?
Yes, I got 2 6s. 2 1s and 2 6s.
Yep. And you see it. So you sneak, she doesn't notice you, and you see it clearly that there's a cut on the back of her neck.
There.
Well, I think we're gonna close the shop early today, boys. I'm just not feeling.
Yeah,
myself.
you
So
two
let's
should
get
get some
you all
rest.
checked out, and then we're gonna close up the shop.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to whisper to good old Exvius Optimus and tell him, Exvius, we need the largest convoy you can assemble to defeat the deceivers. Can you call the ones in the store to join you?
Affirmative.
Yeah. Good guys.
So, sorry, go ahead, Carter. Were you saying something?
No, I was just like.
So is the plan? You're gonna check out, leave, and wait for a group of convoys to join you? Is that okay?
Yes. When they close up and they're gonna leave, and the convoys can all walk out and join us.
Okay. Yeah, it takes a few minutes. They clearly turn the shop sign to close. If they check out, you see Miss Anne lock the door. Then you see the green LEDs of Equius Optimus, and then you see a group of about 6 little convoys, or larger ones too, kind of gathered at the door, but the door is locked.
Oh, mail slot. There we go. That's pretty common. Is there like a mail slot somewhere? And they're like,
there's a mail slot. Yeah.
they could probably crawl through those totally. Oh yeah. I'll take the string from my backpack out and I'll put it in the little hole there. Maybe they can rappel up. Commando it, guys.
Yeah, some of them can. The large one, the aircraft carrier, is way too big.
Can I jimmy the?
Oh yeah, that's a
Can I
tinker
get
roll. You can.
Oh, I'm terrible at tinker. Okay.
Since I'm at the door, could I assist with tinkering?
Yeah, sure.
Oh,
You can work at it.
Here we go.
Oh, I'm by my 2 dice. No 6.
Okay, yeah, that's all you need. 1 success. You manage to get the door open. He kind of walks back out. I'm assuming you close it back up again.
In general, Steve, I think it's anticlimactic when you get 3 of the guys to climb through the mail slot and just open the door afterwards. So we're going to these escape plans. Okay, so people, there's 2 things. One is we've assembled a large team for the purposes of making sure that this grown-up is okay. But I would like it, and maybe, I don't know, Jake, you can translate. Iwe onde one uhe ute ruste.
What?
We don't.
You have to whisper it to him because the robot's going to hear us.
Iwe.
One uhe ute ruste.
Wait. Xme uye ingfe ate anke igre outfe
What are you saying?
Iwe are a ing say.
Utway, other a, oische, ude, iwe, avhe.
Okay.
Okay, why don't you wrote it down on a piece of paper?
I'll write it down for Carter.
Oh,
Oh no, we lost Carter.
Okay, so I'm going to write down. Just remember, we don't know who the real bad guys are, so we have to be able to switch teams. That's all.
We could also switch languages. We could do a Gata language. It's a little more complicated, but
I think it's a better point that the robots can only see what their eyes can see, and they could learn pig language, pig Latin, easily enough. Okay, so we take our team of convoy snoozers. And
You're heading to Ursula Kerr's house? Okay. So as you're walking or riding your bikes probably to Ursula Kerr's, you can see a lot of oddness in the streets. You see groups of deceivers ganging up on like a single convoy, and there's fighting going on. You see more kids that seem very upset that their deceivers have just run away from them.
So can we order our little army to go save that one convoy?
our army's
yeah,
locked up in a refrigerator.
Your convoy.
No.
army.
Our convoy
Oh, our
army that we just got
convoy.
from the toy store.
Yeah. We've got
And
like
there's a
what,
brief-
two? Yeah.
There's a brief scuffle, and then the deceivers run away. One of them does. One of them it's broken, so it can't go anywhere. But yeah,
Do
you
they like
pick up
tear it to pieces? What do they do with the wounded?
The what?
deceiver? What do the convoys do with the wounded?
Oh, they leave it once it stops fighting. They leave it alone. But you pick up a sedimento with you. That's the one that they were fighting. The little excavator truck.
You did get a baseball bat, though, right?
Yes, I did.
So when you arrive at Ursula's home, it is clear that someone has not taken good care of it. I'll show you a picture of her home. It actually looks pretty neat. It's an interesting looking house, kind of like a number 1 almost, or like a 7, and then it has an extra bottom floor on top, or on bottom. The grass is quite overgrown. There is mail spilling out of the mailbox. You do see a car parked in the front. What do you want to do?
I want to go knock on first I want to make sure that there's not like a little like helicopter thing like watching the door or something outside.
You can make an investigate roll. Any of you that are.
So there are 14 of them. I wonder if they're outside or if they're inside the house.
Whoa!
1
Good.
6.
2 more 6s.
2 6s.
You can see it. You almost don't see it, but then you're looking and you can see little red LEDs scattered here and there in the long grass.
Okay,
Oh,
so
they're in the grass.
I will tell XVS Optimus that we have somebody to save and that they need to cover us as we go to the house.
Okay. Affirmative.
Okay, and I'm going to start walking towards the door.
From outside, it looked like the light was only on upstairs. Maybe we should just go upstairs and not like alert the whole. To see.
How do we get up there without? Is there an exterior?
And are there any
getaway?
fires? Because we were warned that the deceivers had flying vehicles.
You don't see any currently.
No, I mean it
So
seems pretty easy to climb.
I'm
Isn't it?
curious what happens when you break one of these things.
Yeah, I'm gonna take my BB gun and put extra pumps into it. So when I see one on the ground, I'm gonna put a BB right through it.
Well, that's
Okay.
give us away. So hold on, please, Steve.
Oh, it doesn't make any sound. This is just air. It's a little.
Well, the first of all, it makes some sound when the air pushes the BB out, and also if the robot blows up, that makes sound.
All right, I'm walking up to the door. I have my
Blow up.
baseball. I have my baseball bat.
Okay, you
Okay.
look cool. We'll all stand here looking casual.
I'll cover you.
So
I'll
there
cover
are-
you.
No, I've told the The convoy army should
Ekvius.
leap to my defense.
Yeah, they are you asking them to just charge, or are you asking them to be like a guard for you?
I'm asking them to tell them to cover me. I don't want them to go like engage, but I want them nearby in case they get jumped on.
Okay, so if you're just moving and not sneaking, then about halfway down the driveway, you can hear Ekvius, danger, danger, and the field lights up with bright LEDs, and the battle is on.
All hell breaks
The
loose.
the convoys go running into the field. You can hear BBs flying. You can see like little sparks of flame going.
Okay, I go to the door at this point.
All right.
None of them are attacking us, though.
Well, there are more of them than there are of the convoys. So a couple of them are going to start breaking free and chasing you, Vince.
Yeah.
Give me the baseball bat.
I have a baseball bat.
You can make a force roll to hit them, or with the +2 for the bat, or you can just make a move roll to run.
I'm gonna do a force roll with the bat.
All right.
We're have a pretty good swing. Could have gotten the baseball team if I gave a shit. All right.
If you're shooting Steve, you can make force as well.
As I roll a lot of dice and get no 6s.
I am going to run towards them and kick the deceivers when I get
That's a
close
force roll.
to them.
And Steve, if you're shooting your gun, you can also make a force roll with a +2 for the gun.
Oh, that's right. I get 2 more for the BB gun because it's my iconic item.
All right. So Jake, you managed to punt.
Kick one. I punt one.
Did you make it, Steve?
Yeah, two 6s.
Okay, so you managed to pop 2 of them as they come in on Vince, and Vince, your friends come in just at the nick of time.
Okay, great. Because
Like, come on, get out of there.
completely whiffed it.
You whiffed it. Okay, so you run up to the door. What are you gonna do?
Is it locked?
No.
I'm going inside.
Okay. Or is everyone else piling in behind Vince, I'm assuming, in all of the chaos?
We're heading
I
there.
am.
I think I'd like to go around the back. This all seems really dumb.
You going back home?
I'm going around the back of the house.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Like-
With all the Decepta outside.
I mean, they were, I don't know who I'll see, but like, if I don't take any of the convoy with me, I'm just a person. I'm just going to, circle around and see if there's a back door and stuff.
Okay.
So I thought that the assault was dumb.
All right. If you're just strolling to the back door, you're going to catch the attention of a deceiver as well. So how do you want to respond? It is running after you.
So there's a robot with red lights that's running after me.
Yep.
What type is it?
It is Automata Nil. So it transforms into its its nail gun, like it's going to take a shot at you.
But Nil, attention. We're on the same team. What are your orders?
It shoots you.
Oh, poop. Good thing I brought my goggles. Okay.
You can make move just to kind of jump out of the way.
It's 5 dice, no 6s.
Yeah, you get it's not that bad. It does hurt. You're injured, so you need to check that condition, but it's not you're still moving.
Dangerous.
You're still moving.
Oh, gun's annoying. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna try to kick that little jerk.
Mm-hmm. You make a force roll.
Okay, 1 6.
And that's all you need. So you kick it out of the way. And you're at the back door. Are you just going in?
If it's unlocked, yes.
Yes, it is. Okay, so you all kind of converge into this area that's a kitchen. The kitchen smells foul, like rotting food.
Uh-oh.
There's a living room, and you can all make investigate rolls.
Good. Nothing.
The microwave on the counter does not looks an awful lot like a Micronus rather than
That ain't no
a
regular microwave.
It's not doing anything at the moment,
I
but
forgot.
it's definitely looks not quite right.
If they got inside and they were attacking, let's unplug it. Is it plugged in?
Yeah, it would. A microwave would have to be plugged in. Yeah.
I'll unplug it.
Okay.
Maybe, Jake, you should plug it in and put like 3 cans of beans in that are made of steel.
Oh. Are we here to destroy Ursula's house, or?
Well, we're here not to get killed. You look at this.
I think that it's not. I think that it's a microwave.
Do you have any more?
That's a Micronus.
Then why did I have to plug it in or unplug it?
Okay, don't. I'll just put 3 cans in and turn it on.
No, just sleep.
I'm
We don't
getting
have
out
to
of the
do
room.
anything. Just don't mess with it. Let's just go upstairs.
Okay.
I'm
So-
bleeding. Shut up.
You
Do
go
you want me to kiss it better,
upstairs.
or look for some sterile gauze pads for you?
Oh, you, Vince. One of these days, Vince. When you get a juvie, I'm taking over.
On
And
the
then you'll be
second
getting
floor.
some.
Attaboy, Jake. Attaboy.
Does he get another quarter?
It's another quarter.
When you get to the second floor, it is a bedroom and a bathroom. Both are empty, but the stairs keep going. It's a 3-story building.
All the way up to where the light was on.
So at the top of the stairs, it opens up onto just a landing, and you see a woman, obviously assuming it's Ursula. She's sitting in a chair. She's in front of a large computer, and you can see wires coming out of the back of her neck and going into the computer. She's surrounded by junk food, wrappers, all kinds of food stuff. And she's just absentmindedly, not banging the computer. She's actually using the computer, but she looks very absent-minded. Like she doesn't notice you.
Do you think that the two designers had a falling out and now they're trying to kill each other with their little robots?
Well, maybe,
Yeah.
but didn't they say that these weren't the creators?
Oh, wait, but
But they're plugged in. They're very
Yeah, they might not be really human anymore.
well, I'm gonna go walk up. Is there anything on like the monitors or anything?
So when you walk up, you see a lot of code that you don't recognize, but then you're staying there for a second longer and you see at the bottom, help in the terminal.
Hey, lady, I'm gonna tap her on the arm.
And she doesn't react.
Maybe on
The wires going into her neck kind of sway and move, but she's not.
ask her how to help there.
She just types in the factory. The factory. It's all at the factory.
What do we need to do at the factory?
Destroy it. Destroy it all.
what?
My inner anarchist has awoken. Let's go.
Wait, but what? I like this
You
idea,
can
but why are we
hear
destroying?
The whir of an incoming deceiver helicopter
Inside
seems to be kind of like coming from outside. You can hear it outside the window. The window is actually open, but you can hear it. Hear one of them coming.
Hey,
Close the
Steve,
window, quick.
shoot it down. Shoot it down.
Okay. I'll cover the window.
As it comes up, you see it's carrying food with it. And you're taking a shot.
Oh, if it's just delivering the food. Let's see. I'll take a shot.
It is
Go ahead, make your
a
force.
deceiver, remember. It's poisoned food.
Wait, no, but it's my iconic item. Oh, come on.
Yeah, it is.
No sixes on 7 dice. Now, come on, 2 more dice, please, for the 6. No, that's 9 dice with no
Now
6s.
you have luck, which means you can spend a luck and re-roll all of those misses.
Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, let's do that. Okay, where's my luck? Luck.
It's at the top of your character sheet.
Did I get it back from 3 months ago?
Every time, yeah, you refresh
Okay.
every adventure.
Here we go. So 9 dice again. 6, 7, 8, 9. There we go. Come on. Be coffee. I'm going to be hopeful. Wow. 1 success.
That's all you need, though.
Okay.
You hit it, you pop it, and it like loses altitude outside. Like it's coming up out the window. You hit it, and it goes.
Nice
Right.
shot.
To the factory. Dun, 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 baseball bat in hand.
Mhm. Around here, you can see blueprints of what you can tell or what the original transmorphers were supposed to be. They obviously match up with the commercials, the pictures on the boxes.
Right.
It looks like that was the original design.
But something at the factory,
Putting the wrong thing in the boxes.
well, it's put the wrong things in their heads. Oh my God, my sisters work there. What if this thing is plugging into my sisters?
Oh,
No, it's probably my dad. The cuts on the back of the neck.
yeah, and
Oh, we gotta start looking for those.
Yeah,
It's
and
making-
everyone's strange.
It's making the people make the robots.
Let's go.
Yeah, this is good.
When you leave the house, it's kind of a wreckage of a bunch of different broken robots limping around the yard.
Odd question.
Yes.
Are there any car keys visible?
Yes, there are. You can find
Okay.
car keys.
I'm taking your car keys.
Okay. You got 'em.
Max, are you okay out there? My first convoy.
It's driving. It's got like one of its wheels is gone, so it's kind of like rumbling across the ground. Its windshield is broken. It's
Does it
full
look
worse
like
for wear.
does it look like the couple of plates of armor I gave it took some hits for
It
it?
helped. It helped.
Yeah.
It definitely helped.
Hey,
So
just-
what are the casualties? How many of our convoy?
You have out of the let's see, you had the
Like a
3,
5.
and then you recruited
6, I thought.
6 more. So there was 9 of them. You still have, let's see. Still have 4. They're broken a bit. Some of them are hobbling around, but they're going. The motivation is there.
Is Exvius Optimus okay?
He's still hanging in there. Yes.
nice.
Before we leave Ursula's terminal, I'd like to ask her if the deceivers will be helpful at the factory.
She says she doesn't know. Like she said, I don't know what's going on. Just destroy it all. It's all at the factory.
I think we should go back to the junkyard and get our own guys.
Won't they be
No.
the bad guys?
But they'll fight our convoy though, won't they?
They would.
It might, but they
What do you mean? That's what they've been doing the whole time. Is
Well,
fighting each
remember-
other.
responded to every order I ever gave him.
Yeah, but remember it.
That it
said
was trying
it
to
would do
escape.
it would do the creators' orders before it would do
Before
our orders.
yours.
Both of them. I don't think that one team is good and the other one is bad. I just think that they're against each other.
Yeah,
And
but
we-
look,
looking at
But we have the if it's the majority of the bots are deceivers, so we're more likely to run into deceivers, which means bringing our own deceivers won't help us. It will only hinder us as they turn against us.
yeah, it was the deceivers. They broke out. They were the ones that kind of made everyone's parents kind of wonky. None of the convoys did that. So it seems like
It was the deceivers. Yeah.
the deceivers. Yeah.
his nail gun didn't wake up during the night.
That I know of.
It's not about the sides that they're on. It's about the sides of
it
people.
100% is, because the only people whose family had weird stuff happen to them were the people who had deceivers sleep with them. Doesn't matter that Vince didn't see the deceiver move. Vince's dad was weird. My mom was weird. Jake's family were weird. Steve's family weren't weird, and all he took home were convoys.
Oh yeah, Jake's family is a deceiver.
I want to see Vince blow up the factory. Don't ruin this for us, Bentley.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, I jingle the car keys, Ursula's car keys, and I'm getting into her car.
Good.
Should we bring along some of the convoy into the car?
Yeah, they'll go with you. Yeah.
Yeah, come on, guys. Here's some more punji sticks for you.
They'll be great distractions. And if they do turn against us, they're pretty weak.
For like tire iron or something.
As you drive through town, you can see more and more adults acting strangely. Some of them are just standing in their yards, just staring out into nothingness. A bunch of adults in factory jumpsuits are just walking like in perfect tandem together, just straight for the factory, and very much walking as the crow flies instead of on sidewalks and streets. In fact, Vince, you kind of have to swerve a little bit as a group of adults. Just walk right in front of your vehicle without a care for the fact that you're driving on the streets. When you pull up to the factory, it's surrounded by a large fence. There's a guard gate and someone at the guard. Obviously, there's a guard there. You see some adults either drive up or walk up, and they flash a badge at the person in the booth, and then he raises the arm, and they go in. What are you guys gonna do?
We could go back to the workers that are just shuffling forward like zombies. Maybe we could lift a couple of their badges from them.
And as you're saying this, you
Not a bad idea.
Park. You see them, coming in. Look,
Yeah, I'll just go and. Will they stop me if I just go and?
Walk like a robot.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry, Vince. What are you doing?
I just want to just walk up next to one and just casually just.
We drive up.
Or I'm in the
You're getting a badge. You're trying to get a badge.
Yeah, I guess if I just leave the car idling and like step out, I want to just go and grab one of their badges.
Make a sneak roll. Does your pride apply?
My pride is that I stand up for my friends. So
you feel like it applies. You're fighting for your friends, convoys, your loved ones?
Yeah, I mean,
I could do the scream thing again.
I know how this could work.
Okay.
While you sort of do that, I could take that distraction and sneak and get it from the other side.
No, I don't want him to grab, but that's like getting attacked by the people. So yes, I think that
you use your pride for an automatic success. So you grab one.
Yeah, we have to do this. Carter's mom's in trouble.
Yep.
Jake's sisters, everybody's in trouble. So
yep. Okay.
Need this badge.
So you swipe the badge.
Yep.
Nice.
Okay. What are you guys gonna do?
Drive up to the gate with the guard.
Yeah. And there's a guard who's just like dead stare. He's like,
cool.
Identification.
Here it is.
Yep.
Just keep going.
Excellent.
Just keep going.
Welcome. And he takes a minute and looks at it, but he's like not even looking at Vince. It's like he's just been told, is there a badge in front of you? Yes. And he punches the thing, the arm raises up. You drive on through. The factory is a very large structure, and on top of it you can see a giant antenna blinking red and green LEDs. What do you want to do?
Convoy.
There's a fleet. Sorry, I forgot to mention this. There's a fleet of 18-wheelers. Looks like they've all been packed up and are ready to drive away.
And take these things to other towns.
Excuse me.
Disable that antenna. I want to send the little robots up there that will do it.
I hear you, Bentley. I'm sorry. What were you saying?
David, when you talk and somebody else is talking, it blinks you
Yeah.
out.
What did you say, Bentley? I'm sorry. I know we lost you totally. Go ahead.
The signal is the most important thing. I'm like the only one of you who ever read an article in time, I guess, because you're a bunch of goofs.
Excuse me?
You read
it? That's like a baby's book. I've read it.
Oh my God. Yeah. All right, grow up, baby. I'm going to get to the top of the building as soon as I can. And I have, anybody want to come with me?
Yeah, that's where I was going. That's where I want to send our little convoy army to help us.
All right.
If you all recall, I'm the one who sent the dinosaurs back.
Wait, we did that.
Well,
we're not talking about this right now. We'll talk about this later.
Well,
I worked with the lady and did that.
Oh my God.
I think Carter and I were the actual ones who were in the past with the dinosaurs.
Yeah.
So, save somebody's life.
Well, you've got a fire escape going up to the top.
Teamwork makes the whatever work. Let's just go up.
Are the handful of big rigs on the way? Or are they like?
I mean, yeah, you see them. There's about 6 of them all ready to go.
Do we have pocket knives? A little.
I think Steve. No, maybe not. No, Bentley does because Bentley has a multi-tool.
Yeah.
We should puncture some of these tires if we can.
I can start a fire.
I'm on it.
Those tires are very thick and actually quite dangerous. And mostly we turn the machines off before it doesn't matter if the toys arrive as long as they don't have the signal.
Fine, that's less fun.
So I'll be the last to go up. What I'll do is just grab rocks and dirt, gravel, and just shove it up their tailpipes.
Okay.
So they aren't starting anytime soon.
Okay. You get to the top. This is a pretty strong structural part of the building. I don't know that you all would be able to bring it down or anything like that. It's metal and wires and.
This is why we need both teams. Because, for example, my DARPA has a very sharp blade on them that's good at stuff. But we only brought this.
DARPA would not be helping us.
Oh, DARPA was really. I think DARPA was my friend. So what do we need to make a fire? Because
we have to see what it looks like. We can cut wires.
Yeah, if we get rid of the antenna first, then we can worry about the interior.
I can start a fire.
It's not bright daylight.
I mean, I can start a fire. I have a lighter.
Boost me up. I'll go first.
So the fire escape leads up to the roof, and you also see a roof access door leading into the factory from here.
So from the roof, if we climb the fire escape, without getting busted.
It seems like all of the adults are going into the factory floor. It doesn't seem like there's people milling around out here.
They remind me of ants. It's so creepy. I guess we could try to attach something to one of the trucks in the tower and make it pull the tower down. I'm afraid to start cutting wires because the big ones will electrocute us and the small ones aren't important.
You do see danger, high voltage signs.
Yeah, there's cables there like bigger around than a couple of my fingers.
Okay, let's see what's going through the door.
So,
and see what's going on inside.
We should talk to the bots, though. They know what's going on. Don't we have a handful of?
You do, yeah.
Convoy. So convoy, collaborate. How can we stop this from getting worse?
Stop the signal. That's what they say. Stop the signal.
Mm-hmm. Can you climb the tower and stop the signal by kissing each other's toes on the wires and out?
No, they kind of shake their heads like, no.
Too small.
Well, if the infrastructure of this tower is too much for us to take down, then we need to find whatever's sending the signal to it inside the building and take that out.
Wire down into the building. That's right. And find out where the signal starts from. Okay. So maybe Convoy can use little lights and lead the way so we can be sneaky.
All right. So you're going into the building from the roof access door?
Yes.
Okay. When you open the door, you head into the building, and the way that the factory is structured is that it's kind of a second floor, but it's a series of offices around that kind of look down into the factory floor. There's not like a full floor, if I'm making sense. And you can see the adults that are just kind of working at the assembly line, like push lever, move parts, that kind of thing. And it's very automatic, and it's very like they're all moving in weird synchronicity. And you can see groups of convoys walking amongst the rows of people. And there's a verticamp flying around monitoring. There is a series of offices, and one of them at the very end has a light on in it. The rest of them are dark.
To the light in office.
Bet it's the other lady.
So I want you to make an investigate roll.
No.
1.
Something that catches your eye, Jake, as you're looking out over the factory floor, is that you see a collection of barrels labeled "Caution, Explosive Materials."
Look, convenience.
Explosives ex machina. Where?
The lighted office is locked.
Does a little badge thing get through it? Is it like an electronic lock?
When you go, you scan it and it goes beep, and you go to open it and it slams from the other side. Like it slams shut.
If I kick it open.
And you can hear, "Go away. Go away, leave me alone. Get out of here.
Who is it? I'll try to help you kick it open.
Helen.
Go away from me. Who's that? Who are you? You sound like kids."
Yeah, Helen, no, we're kids. We're the only ones who didn't get mind controlled by your dumb robots.
What are you I'm stuck in here. They've trapped me in here. I've been in here for a week.
Okay.
How do I know you're not chipped?
What?
Ursula's also trapped.
I thought she must be. How do I know you all aren't chipped?
What does that even mean?
Why would we be talking to you like this? I think Ursula's chipped.
I'm going to.
Can you open up from inside? Because we don't want the noise, because all the people down there are like mind controlled. And I don't want them to like stop the stairs and
like,
brains.
Listen, lady, we're just trying to fix this, all right? Our families are acting weird, and like this is like way out of our ballpark. So just open the doors, we can figure this out.
She cracks open the door. She's like, "Show me your necks. Show me your necks."
Yeah, no problem. Back here, right?
Get in here. And the office is covered in
human waste,
vending machine wrappers everywhere. And she's a very disheveled looking middle-aged woman, and she just looks very harried, like she hasn't slept in a long time. We've got to stop this.
Well, what's happened? What's happened? How'd the robots take over?
We came in one day, a couple of weeks ago, and the robots on the assembly line had completely changed. They were completely redesigned. There's these 2 giant robots. They were wandering the floor for a little while. They've locked themselves up in a room up here. They tried to attack me. Look at this. And she has a huge gash on her arm. It looks pretty nasty.
Kidding.
Bentley might have some sterile pads in his.
I've handed all of those out, Jake. Jeez, you should all carry them, and then we wouldn't have this problem.
I've been working on a virus. I think we just have to get it into the computer.
Where's the computer?
It's down the hall. One of the offices. It takes up the entire room. I think they're in there. I don't know. Like I said, I haven't been able to leave. I've been running out just to get food for myself at the vending machine.
Do you have it on a floppy or a flash drive?
Yes, right here.
So that's going to be a few hours to load. The machines that came out of the factory told us that the deceiver team and the convoy team were made by two different creators. They were enemies.
These robots, I don't know. They came out of one day. They just showed up in the factory, and I don't know what's going on. Like I said, I've been stuck here for a while now, and they trapped me in here. And then they took over I think they took over the room with the computer, because I haven't seen them on the factory floor when I go out.
So we need to get into the computer room, upload the virus, and not get killed by giant robots. Is that what you're telling us?
And listen to me. We have to destroy all of this. Because even if the virus is there, who knows? Someone could reprogram these things. It all has to be destroyed.
Well, there's a bunch of people downstairs. We got to get all the people out before we blow the place up.
Yes, yeah, we don't want any loss of life. This is what's happened. This is terrible.
Okay, where's the computer room? Just down there?
It's just right down there.
I'll do it.
So
yeah,
this is where we all kind of come together for our conclusion here. So if you remember from the last game we played, it's every kid does something to aid in the conclusion, and you have a goal of a dice pool number of successes that you're trying to achieve.
Oh man.
So what does each kid want to do to contribute to the
using my lighter and cigarettes to take on an adult persona?
Yes.
Be very commanding. I'm going
you're going to lead.
I'm going to lead with the worker bees. I'm trying to get people out of the factory.
Okay. Yeah. With the air of an adult.
And my little stolen badge.
Do you want official. And do you want to lead this group as well? Because you can do that before, when you all come up with your plan. A person can use lead to give extra successes to the other kids, or extra dice to the other kids.
Yeah, I'll lead right now.
Okay, so you can lead. And just let me know how many successes you get.
Look, don't listen to the panicking adult. This is simple. We've already gone through time and faced dinosaurs. These little robots got nothing on us. Okay, they're just jack shit little pieces of machinery. Easy to beat. And I got 2 6s.
So that's 4 dice you can give to other players to aid in their roles. And that's one for everybody.
Yeah, one for everybody.
One extra for everybody. All right, so Vince, you want to just use your lead skill to lead the adults out of the factory and save them.
Yes.
What does everyone else want to do?
I'm going to go down to the computer room and find a hole to jam this thing into.
Okay.
Since I know computers pretty well, so I
okay.
don't know what to do.
I guess I always up doing dumb stuff with my boombox, because I figure I'm going to take that and a bunch of the convoys and like on the other end of the factory from where we need to upload the virus, just loud commotion, just like this big, I'm playing rock music. The convoys are battling the deceivers. We're doing this heroic last stand in the corner. And meanwhile, it's not even the important shit.
I like it. And Steve, what are you doing?
Okay, I'm a real good tinkerer. And I'm really good mechanically too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure all the doors we get to that we have to get into, like the computer room accesses, I'm going to jerry rig and tinker them open. So we've got, easy access to where we got to go, like, for instance, for Jake to get into that computer.
Okay. And Bentley, what are you doing?
I'm very concerned about the signal that's already being broadcast outside, and I don't know exactly that I believe anybody about who's saying what to what kind of robots, but if they all break, that's the best thing for me. And we've come inside and we tried to follow, so I'm going to want to investigate where the signal is coming from and break that machine using, soda and a hammer. Like, I don't know how to program.
Okay, that's fine.
Break it.
All right, so we'll start with Carter, because Carter is going to be the chief distraction.
All right.
Don't forget your bonuses for the boombox.
Yep.
And what song are you playing on the boombox?
Oh, geez.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to put you on the spot.
Was it TV Party last time? Okay, then it's Kids from the Black Hole this time. Then
All right.
Is it 3 successes.
Excellent. So you rally the convoys. You get haul your boombox up on your shoulder, and Carter takes off down the staircase to the factory floor, and you've got now cue the Benny Hill music as a group of deceivers start chasing you around factory floor. Vince, make your lead roll to try to convince the adults that it's time to go.
Attention, all workers. There has been an emergency. Everyone must evacuate to the parking lot. Thank you. Wow, nothing. Can I push this?
You can, yeah.
I'm getting upset. They really need to move. There we 2 6s.
Okay.
I was not kidding, folks. You must evacuate immediately.
Okay. So Bentley, you're trying to follow the signal, and you find like a maintenance closet, kind of, where it seems like all of this is coming to. So you want to make your, I guess it's force to did you borrow the baseball bat? I'll give you a +2 if you're using that.
I talked about looking for a blunt weapon, but I'm not sure that I actually found one. But I think that the leather man might be able to pop open a box.
That's true. That's true. That's very true. Go ahead. Take your +2.
So force +2 +1 from his leadership is 7.
Mm-hmm.
Only 1 6, but.
And remember, you can tap your pride if it's applicable to just give you another success on top of it if you wanted, or you can.
My skill with animals is not likely to come in handy.
That's true. You can use your luck to reroll all the misses and keep the success, or you can just let it stand.
I think we're wrapping things up. I might as well. Luck of use. Okay, and that's now I've got 3 6s, so I'm.
All right. On top of that, 1 or total?
In total.
Okay. Steve, you are picking the lock to the computer room.
I got this, Jake. I got this.
Do it.
I hope.
Wait. I can, if I use a luck, does that mean I get to re-roll?
Yeah, you do. Did you already use your luck?
I used 1 luck.
Okay, you have more than 1?
I do.
Okay, all right.
Oh, no, pardon me. Wait. Oh, yeah, I do. Okay. Yes, 2 6s. Yeah.
So you pop open the door. It's kind of like a giant server room. It's dark. There are banks of computers along the wall, and their lights are flashing. They're pretty much the only thing illuminating anything. And in the very back, you can see 2 large robotic bodies that are standing in the corners, and they have wires leading out of them and going into the banks. I'll show you a picture of what they look like. They look nearly identical, except for one has A written on its chest and one has B written on its chest.
Gee whiz, Jake. How are we going to get around those?
I'll do it.
You gonna sneak?
Yeah, and I'm looking for any place where I can plug in the
Okay.
thing. So
Okay.
I will sneak. There's one.
That's all you need. So you quietly creep in. You can hear the fans moving within these robots, the machinery moving, but they don't seem to notice you.
Right.
They quietly blink their red and green LEDs, and you shove the floppy disk into the terminal. You find a spot for it, obviously. You just needed the one roll to accomplish what you were going to accomplish. Meanwhile, Carter, I would like for you to make a move roll
Okay.
as you're running away from all of these things.
All right. This is pretty good. Say that. 1-6.
That's all you need. Okay, so you
Yeah.
duck and dodge around the BBs. The Verticamp is like shooting at you. But
Yeah.
can't catch him. Too slick. After a few minutes of Carter running around the factory, running himself out of breath, Vince, you've managed to evacuate all of the adults. The deceivers and the convoys alike, the ones that were working with you, all just dropped to the ground. The Verticamp that was hovering just crashes to the factory floor.
Now it's time for my favorite part of the show. Blowing all this shit up.
Oh yeah. And Helen says that. She's like, we've got to get rid of all of this. She comes out. She's like, oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. We got to get rid of all this. It's all got to go.
I've got a weird question too. If I know
Yep.
a little bit about robots, which I probably do,
You do.
is there like a memory module on the backs of these robots that I can pull out?
Oh yeah. Like they have like chips in them. You could take one. It's no longer doing anything, but you could definitely just take one with you.
Okay. Well, I'll
Poke
take
at it,
one.
prod
I'll
at it later.
take one from
Yeah.
each one.
Okay. Yeah. And yeah, Vince, you get to set up all of the explosives exactly where you want them to go. And as you're all walking out and the adults are at a safe distance, they all seem to be kind of coming out of it too. Like, what's going on? What are we doing here? It's a Sunday or a Saturday. And the factory blows up behind you. The police come. There is an investigation. The report on the nightly news is, OSHA is coming to investigate for safety, but thankfully no one was hurt. And sadly, all of the transmorphers were completely destroyed in the explosion, and they're just not sure if it's going to recover enough to be able to manufacture anymore, which is just tragic. And we'll close this on vignette for what everyone is doing, each individual. You've saved the town of Boulder City once again. And what are you doing? It's evening's coming. Jake, you look like you have a plan. What are you going to do?
Well, I recovered my
You did?
mine. Does it have any? Is it doing anything anymore, or is it
No,
just
it's
now toy?
completely, it's null, but it is, full of these really nice parts.
I stopped you from taking over the world. No, you didn't. I'll do it soon anyway. Let's go watch some TV.
Yeah. Steve, what are you going to do?
Oh, let's see. If I find any like pieces of the deceivers at all,
Yeah, you do.
like
Plenty.
a few, I just go out in my backyard. After I, of course, give my puppers a big hug and feed them and water and all that good stuff. And I line up those little deceptors on the log, and I take my BB gun and I blow them all off the log.
Nice. Bentley, what do you do?
I don't know what he's done. Those are totally collector's items. Did any of us, after the police were done ignoring us, like swing by Ursula's place and make sure that she was
You can
no
if you
longer?
want to do that.
Yeah,
if you
I
want to
think
do that, you could.
I
Yeah.
would like to make sure that she is no longer connected to anything.
When you go knock on Ursula's door, she answers. She's grateful. She looks. It looks like it's been a long ordeal for her. You know, she's gaunt and thin. Her hair is greasy and ragged. She's definitely got a lot of mess going on because she had all those wires in her neck. But you know, she says it'll be fine. I'll see a doctor in the morning, and you know, thank you for everything that you and your friends did. And is Helen okay?
Yeah, she was a mess too, but she's okay now.
Thank you so much. She tries to give you a little cash for it, you know, just as a thank you. $10 bill.
$10 bill. Given that I am of a certain age and have no dignity, I will have to accept that insult.
All right.
Quietly.
When you go home, Carol is very disappointed that her skate no longer helps.
Did they just
her.
fall apart, or are they just?
It didn't fall apart. It still works as a skate. It just doesn't skate with her. So she's falling on her face a lot now, trying to get the hang of something that's not moving of its own volition anymore.
It's going to be harder to learn this way, Carol, but you know it'll be better because you know it isn't going to sneak into your room at night and strangle you. I'm just kidding. So some tater tots.
Yeah.
You
I'm
never
telling
got
Mom.
you never got her the second skate,
You never got her the second skate.
but she kept the money.
Vince,
Mom does.
what do you do?
Well, I'm going to return Ursula's car.
Good of you.
And then I'm going to go see Billy Piers, the owner of the junkyard.
Yeah. He'll
Probably.
patch you up.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have a talk and a smoke, and you feel better about it. I think he's your anchor, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So that he relieves you of all of your conditions. You feel better, more stable. When you go back home, Dad is unfortunately back to his old tricks, just generally ignoring you as a person. You did save him though. He was at the factory.
Yeah, I've saved his life twice now, and you'll never know it.
Did he at least fill the refrigerator before he reverted? There could be a healthy head of lettuce there. Some beautiful.
Nope, doesn't look like it.
How was that?
He stopped at McDonald's instead. You know.
Carter, you're gonna round us out. What do you do?
I think there's I probably go back and get the Infinite Aux, now just a regular weird CD player with movable parts.
It still works as a CD player, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm gonna try to figure it out, just be able to use it as a regular CD player. Probably have to get Jake and Steve to help me with some parts, but and then as I'm going over it, I'm like, huh, cool, and I play with one of my dad's old CDs, and then I'm like, wait a minute. They're called transmorphers, not because they morph, but because they were transmorphing people. Oh, I gotta go tell the guys. And then I run out to go to the junkyard.
Very good. And that is where we will leave our kids Boulder City for today.
Cool. Yay. Do we do the 5 questions now?
Yes, we do. So first question is,
Did
you participate in killing me, Tom? Did you participate in the adventure?
No. Yeah.
Let me find my questions. Sorry.
Number 1A, did your household animal participate in the adventure?
Bingo.
So did you participate in the adventure? Did your relationships get you into trouble? And by trouble, it just means did you end up having to roll dice to get yourself out of a situation because of a relationship with another player character or an NPC?
I mean, did our attempt to save Ursula, would that count. We didn't know her in advance, but we were looking to help her.
I kind of got Vince in trouble, or he got himself in trouble.
Yeah, and
Helped
Vince
him
had to
out of it.
go. Vince had to help his dad.
But no, Jake helped me shoplift, and Bentley helped me shoplift. He didn't roll for it. He took the tape. He took the evidence.
Well, you can make that call for yourselves.
Okay.
Did you use your pride, or were you motivated by your pride at any point?
I was definitely motivated. Nothing scares me. It's mine. So I was very willing to go deprogram the program.
Did you learn anything new?
Yeah.
I learned that Bentley carries gauze around in his backpack.
Did
I'm
you put
prepared
yourself at
for certain eventualities. That's all.
Did you put yourself at risk for the other kids?
Yeah.
If you have 5, you can increase a skill by 1 point.
Increase skill by 1 point. I'm going to increase my sneak by 1 point. Because I'm learning from the master.
I think I'm gonna increase my charm.
You're welcome.
I think I might put a dot in Tinker.
Yeah, you guys definitely did learn a little bit about
Mhm.
parts and things. So I think you pretty much got the gist of it. Two very advanced, highly advanced artificial intelligences escaped from the loop, and one of them believed that they could peacefully coexist with humanity, and the other believed that humanity must either be destroyed or enslaved. So each of them created these miniature robots in their image, hence the hence the convoys and the deceivers. It worked out really well for them because there was already Transmorphers was a genuine line of toys that were coming out, and they managed to stumble across factory creating all of these and fix it up just for themselves.
Wow.
And they were the things that we saw the footprints in the beginning.
Yes, they were the footprints they left behind in the beginning. They were the spooks were trying to catch them. The residential homes that they kept stopping in front of were homes giving off encrypted radio traffic, which if an adult was chipped or if a home had one of those robots, they would be picking up that radio traffic.
Wow.
All adults that worked in the factory ended up being chipped, which is why Vince's dad did not, Vince's deceiver didn't do anything because he was already chipped by virtue of working at the factory. And Deanne and Debbie the same. And the convoys were just there to hang. They weren't going to chip anyone. So, and kids aren't on the radar because they're not perceived as a threat or as a tool. So it's just adults that are generally considered useful.
Why were chipped humans hungry?
Because it was keeping them awake and going and
24-hour
nonstop working.
production.
So, yeah, it's 24-hour production. So they were just hungry all the time.
Fantastic game.
Yeah, that was great.
That was fun.
Our players included Morgan Llewellyn, Stuart Lively, David Gasway, John Dos Passos, and myself, with Holly Buteau as the keeper of the secrets. We have a Discord server where you can chat with our other members. You can set up private games, and you can learn the finer arts of gameplay and game mastering. We provide audio-only versions of our shows free for you to download from Podbean or iTunes. If you'd like to help support our show, please visit our Patreon account. Just $1 a month helps us a lot. Like, share, and subscribe to our channel, and punch the bell icon for updates on our latest shows. And leave us some comments. We enjoy reading them and answering any questions you might have. This is Tom Rayleigh, together with all the members of our gaming club, inviting you to journey with us once again into the darkness for another adventure into the universe of Simon Stålenhag and the Tales of the Loop universe. Until next time, good luck, good gaming.